Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Scheduled Conflicts. Hi,
Let's
hi.
go!
Hello,
Woo!
hello. Oh, I am very happy to get back into this game. Just a quick little announcement. I know things have been a little shaky for me at the moment, but all of that will be revealed in due time once things are better secure. But I just want you all to know that everything is okay on the front here, so we're just gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons and have some good fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of, y'all remember what happened last time?
Secret
We talked
meeting.
a lot.
a lot of talking happened between a lot of people. It sounded like
So many words.
the Sanguine Band was definitely hedging their bets and trying to make as many allies as they could in preparation for what is to come,
Mm-hmm.
of which there is many, many different things to come.
Yep.
For now, though, you have a pirate captain to dethrone.
Mm-hmm.
That regards.
Indeed.
What would y'all like to do? We left off immediately after Drana's dream. So I would say you have
Correct.
all had your long rest by now, and it is a new day.
Wonderful.
I'm going to say that Payne's pretty quiet because he's still red from yesterday.
Whoops.
So
Hands
Hood's
lip,
still
sorry.
like over his head.
Wait, hello there.
His hood's still like over his head. He's just like he probably like wakes up at around the same time that Alafi does, and they just start like practicing breakfast, and he's just quiet.
Drana wakes up kind of with a sigh and sits down at wherever we're going to be eating breakfast.
You'll never guess what we're having for breakfast.
It's more monster bird.
Stones?
More rock meat, exactly.
Eating rock for 3 days.
Yeah, well,
It
I
takes
hope
a
we're
long
getting
time
out
to
of here
finish.
today.
It does take a long time to finish one, in our defense.
It's a lot of meat.
Plus, we made stir fry the first night.
We had stir fry the same like yesterday. I'd like to try something different.
I mean, I'm sure there are other places around. We don't need to eat our own food. That's meant for travel. We could dry it out and make it into jerky or something. But we are going to be walking to Galleas, unfortunately, or riding. If you guys want to buy another bunch of horses, carriage thing.
If anything, we can at least try to make a teleportation circle for here, so when we get to Galleas, we can come back quicker.
Would that even be safe is the question.
So long as only you all know about it. I don't imagine any rogue wizards coming up to memorize a glyph in someone's construction site.
Or we could have a small area outside of town that's not very known.
Would you need like an anchor point? You know, like a teleportation circle here and one over there?
That's what I was inferring. We would set a home here. That way we can get back much quicker.
Fair enough. I don't think it'll be too much trouble taking care of your face. It's the problem of what allowed him to rise to power. Because, like, at that point, that's where I raise some questions.
We know it's a trap already. We discussed this yesterday, where I of the belief that our beholder friend is waiting for us there, and that's how he got the power.
Okay. Assuming that it's possible that beholders can give people such powers like this, especially one like this that has basically demigod fucking blood in his veins. The question of like what kind of power he's got is what's concerning to me.
It may not even be necessarily that he has the power, but Thistlehork might have just killed any of his competition.
And well, the one other thing is we've already seen Thistlehort give someone power.
We have?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
What?
Don't worry about it. Thistlehork, one of Thistlehork's allies. Forget about it. Don't even worry.
By the way, Drana, I didn't ask, how did your dream go?
Well, considering we're walking, that should tell you everything. But
Well,
they,
I mean, it could have been
You were
anything.
hoping that he'd be able to teleport us over there, didn't you?
if not that, at least give us some aid. But he decided to make me choose between him and my family. I'm not taking that.
Oh, that's an easy choice.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he is an
understandable.
old god for a reason.
Apparently, he's still worshipped regularly on other seas, but we can talk about that while we're on the road.
Okay.
Right then. To expedite our trip might be a bit.
Why do we need to come back here?
We need to
To
return
talk.
to the Shogun to talk.
Yeah, to report on what happened in Galleas. That way he
We-
knows, and whatever decision that we want to make in regards to how Galleas is going to be when they get there, they need to know.
We also have business in the Hollowed Highlands, so we have to cross through here eventually again anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it takes the trip back.
Well, I'm wondering if it would just be worth it to save the entire trip here and just skip it straight to the Hollowed Highlands with just teleportation circle.
Well, here's the thing. We need an anchor point over in Galleas if we're going to take care of that. And we'd also need an anchor point over in the Hollowed Highlands. That's going to be a longer trek in comparison
Mage's
to
College.
Galleas.
They have one. At least, I believe they do in Durandal.
Don't believe that Durandal is where we're going to be going, and even then, it's probably not safe to go there right now. And aside from that, Galleas is the more immediate issue.
I agree, which is why we take care of Galleas and then we... Anyway.
Well, I'm
I
just
guess
saying.
either way, we need to come back here. So-
Right. Yes. I would just take a little bit of time to do that, and then we can do our trip.
Do you need
Hold
me
on.
help setting that up?
I have an idea. And, Gob, I would like to use my, cleric ability, to create an object of 100 gold or less.
What are we building?
Fabrication.
I want to make... I basically want to make a mirror out of the electromite.
An electromite mirror. I could see you doing that.
Okay.
And it shouldn't take too long.
So,
Alright.
Josh, do you need any help with the circle?
Do you know advanced theoretical quadratics?
You know, it sounds like you got that covered.
Oh, well,
How long
How
does
do-
setting up a circle take?
shouldn't take me more than 10 minutes.
Or
All right, then, where do you want it?
I'd feel like this is Lady Cabalet's home. She should have the first say on that.
Agreed.
You see Joust is like looking through the chalks like, ooh, this one's blue. Like, kind of like, ooh.
She sort of walks over to like a tarped out table and kind of see what looks like the layouts for like a floor plan. Like eyeballing that, looking around, and don't want it to spoil down in the basement with the other circles. Can probably
Kind of neglecting the fact that I think it takes longer than one day for it to actually last and be usable.
It takes a year of casting it every day on the same spot to make it last.
Well, to be permanent. To be permanent.
How long
Well-
does it last without that?
probably one shot.
Yes. So it would be one shot coming back, unless I set aside here, or if I somehow kept doing this for a year, but I think you might like me around rather than not.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So if we're only going to be using it the once, so putting it in with the other circles probably wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if it's just us coming through.
Unfortunately, I do not know if there would be any cross blood contamination thing going on there. I'm very newfangled when
That
it
would
comes
really
to
depend on the space and how much space there is between.
Which is why we'll use what available foundation we have here on the first floor.
Hmm. Very well.
Then, once we start getting walls built up, we'll simply wall it off. It'll be your own special room.
If you like Lady Camelot.
It's not about whether I like or not, it's simple necessity for you at this point.
Well, I like you to be alright with this plan. After all, you're my buddy.
But I like the Sanguine Band to have a permanent back door into House Camelot. Yes, I believe I'm fine with that.
Okay.
She's given us she's given us her consent, Joust. It's fine.
Cool. And you see Jazz just like, if you give me a little bit, I'll be right with you. If you want to set up a wagon or anything, I can meet you there. And you see Jazz, it's almost like laying down foundation, just like following a plan that he looks in a book. And then like his arm just gets on the ground and he's just like kind of dragging it like a surveyor. Like just straight along.
I'm curious on what the floor plan kind of looks like, just in terms of what ideas that Camelot has for this place. So I'm going to be looking that over just a little bit, just glancing.
You're sort of eyeballing it. It appears to be an old floor plan. It must have been the original design of the house that was here many, many years ago. You can see all the... It's a very open space plan with most of the rooms walled off by a very traditional set of, paper walls that they would have here in London. But it would be about a 3-story floor plan. Lady Camelot's being at the top floor. Other various bedrooms in the second floors, and the third floor would be like the, shall we say, like shared living area.
Mm.
In the meantime, Drana, it's you take what raw electromite you have, and with your blessing, you sort of like heat with your bare hands around this sort of like the shape of a mirror, and with divine energy, you sort of like almost like buffing the center form until the electromite itself starts becoming reflective.
All right, this should do nicely. And I definitely wink at myself in the mirror.
Who's that good looking goblin? Haha.
Wow. So, I guess we're just walking out of here, unless there's a faster way to travel there to catch them by surprise. Think about it.
I believe getting a horse around here is going to be a little more difficult for you.
Mm-hmm.
All we need is a cart. We have our ways.
Don't tell me you're going to pull it.
No, one of us is going to be turned into a horse, and then we're going to pull it.
So, yes.
Oh,
We're
I'm
gonna pull
sorry,
it.
just that with extra step, got it.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
We're just hoping it won't be joust again.
I have a question.
Might have an answer.
Can you polymorph one of us into a rock?
I believe polymorph has a certain challenge difficulties, and
Well,
rock,
let me double check.
rock might be out of that range. I think at the very most, like a giant owl.
Let's
Giant
see
owl could
here.
work.
It's a sensible question from Alafi, I would think.
I need to. Let me see.
separate
What is the rocks?
note. Hey, Gob,
Yeah.
does the Cobalt Express have a station here?
They have stations all across the world, yeah. They would have one here.
I like what you're putting down.
So here's the trick. So it's based on the challenge rating that it has to be equal or less to the challenge rating of the target. Iraq is 11. I'm 12. We're all 12. So I could do that. Except I believe it. I double check this one. The new form can be any beast. And Iraq is a monstrosity.
Could be giant eagle, which is a beast.
There's that one giant flying dinosaur that you can turn into, but
Unless you've been to the
I don't
Hollow
think-
Highlands, that's...
yeah. Yeah. I might have another idea. We're trying to keep a low profile heading in, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
What if we just ship ourselves?
Amusing, but that would
Is-
take weeks regardless.
Is the Cobalt
Not
Express
from
going to go
here to there.
faster than? Is the Cobalt Express going to go faster than we can?
How fast is an airship?
They have airships. It's either that or buy a fucking airship off of them.
An airship.
I
would
don't
totally
think
be
the
over and
Cobalt
down.
Express delivers to Galleas, right?
They do. I've asked.
As you recall, they advertise the ever-loving crap out of themselves that they are the deliverers to anywhere, and they mean anywhere.
Do they even have airships down here?
We
should go
airdrop into
check.
Galleas? Is that what's happening?
I mean,
We're acquaintances with Knick Knack. If they can deliver us, surely they can just give us a ride.
Yeah, but people
We can
catch
hide
wind of
amongst
that.
cargo once we get there, maybe.
Yeah.
We stow away on the Cobalt Express and then just drop right into Galleas.
To the Cobalt Express, off we go.
I really like this idea. Drawn, you're a fucking genius.
Oh, I'm so glad this is working out.
Wow, huh. Beyond, what the hell?
What just happened?
Well, they're gonna make me get my physical book of the Adventurer's Guide to Wildmount because they don't seem to have the source on their website.
Huh.
Oh, lovely.
Interesting. Doesn't sound like even a friggin' Critical Role is
Found
happy
it.
with their shit.
Never mind.
Oh,
Mhm.
well.
Sorry, were you about to go on a tirade about how Critical Role is being?
I was just gonna say that.
You guys
Critical
hear,
Role
what was that? What was
based,
that
but I
one
mean,
system called? Daggerfall? Something like that? I'm sure it's no big deal.
Yeah, probably not. I'm only looking it up because this book has the thing I need if you're gonna airdrop yourselves in with Cobalt Express.
I love this idea so much.
You can just land on the very tip of the Galleas boat.
So much like a lot of the official things that go on throughout Fulton, aside from the Imperial Palace on 2, would find it back at the Haisha district on 7.
Yes.
Let us go bother the military folks, and maybe we'll see my son again, too.
they're gonna call us crazy. And you know what? I'm perfectly content with that. This is just insane enough to work.
And Joust ran out of batteries.
No! I told you to
Okay.
recharge the Gear Forge before the session.
Off we go.
Right, let me pick. EFG. Does in this moment. There it is. That's what I was. Alright, cool. So, y'all heading over to Haisha district?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
Well, Laffy, you just carry Joust over your shoulder.
Sure.
Like, alright, let's get go.
Joust? Joust?
I think he's in delivery mode, so we can now pack him up safely and.
Yeah! Yeah, you know, I think you're right! Let's help get him into...
He's really heavy.
Yeah, you need me help there, Luffy?
Nope, we're good.
Okay.
So, you start pushing past the barracks, which you now see has been walled off and in repair. Official offices you pass by. Eventually, you make your way to the little island over here. And as you do, you see this sort of like elevated building, like this tall stairwell that goes up to a large platform. And across the way, let me get the picture for you because this'll help. Have it. Aha! There we go. You see this. And I will bring up the source for our wonderful chat here and our YouTube.
Oh, that's familiar.
You see this
Sick.
majestic boat sort of like hovering across these long planks, acting as this like makeshift dock over the water. These wings spread out, the sails, well unfurled at the moment. You see like these mechanical wenches that like almost like automatically fold and unfolded into motion. Bring that up for our viewers.
It's technically an ornithopter.
That is so fucking cool.
Magic the Gathering card? Is that what I just heard?
Well, an ornithopter is actually a type of flying machine that uses its wings to actually flap to keep itself airborne.
Yep.
It's just a popular magic card too.
You can see at the very back end of the boat, atop this tall smokestack, flies the cobalt blue flag with the kobold skull emblazoned on the side. And emblazoned on the side of the boat, you see the name The Lion and the Lamb.
I tug on Tora's sleeve, just like, I want that. I want that so bad.
Look, I don't even know when your birthday is, and even when it is, I can't afford that.
But want.
We'll see how good you are. Then we'll talk about it.
Okay. Alright, fine.
Dear Santa.
Oh wait, Santa's dead.
Dear
Spirit of
Toddy.
Christmas. Dear Toddy.
Dear Toddy.
Anyways,
Yes.
sort of make your way up these stairs and you see, much like the hustle and bustle of the one in Skylysium, although less busy. Skylysium is definitely like the main warehouse and hub of the Lion and the Lamb next to Morrowhaven, but this one is sort of just on a smaller scale. See, in particular, like from where the masts of the ships like start, just this almost like dome over the ship. And as you look at it closer, you see that it is repelling the water from the rain off of it. Some dock workers in cobalt sailor uniforms are supplying cargo on and off. You see some folks hopping on and off the ship, sort of waving her off, like, "Thank you for using Cobalt Express." And you hear this loud yet raspy voice just, "All right. Make sure the next hull rolls in just smoothly. Don't get too much water in it." And off the ship, you see walk off this tall, 7.5-foot tall Goliath man. So he appears to be a bit more hunched over, got a lot of wrinkles going across his face, this bald head, leaving these sort of like almost tribal markings going across it. It's like hunched over, has this one mechanical peg leg.
So, who wants to ask him?
What are we asking? If they'll transport people, or if they will transport 5 boxes and then not tell them people are in there?
Oh?
We should probably just ask. We have, well, I mean, I've got 200 gold left after all the things I've done.
I have 1K in platinum.
Yeah, sure, let's say that out loud for everyone to hear.
Money?
What are they going to
Money?
do?
Money?
Steal from us?
Well,
Yeah,
give me a
I'm
perception check. No, I'm kidding.
I would like to give you a perception check to make sure no one's eyeballing me.
Sure, give me a perception check.
This is what passive perception 24 is for.
I have
Unless we have someone of
1,000.
Kane's level here, like the
I have
only
a-
person who's probably skilled enough to do the shenanigans is going to be fucking
24.
Wafi's kid.
As you start to look around, you see a little kobold just about whoop, gives off this big grin before his hand slowly creeps back down as he runs off.
I do the 2 fingers to my eyes to him. Watching you.
Starts running off.
Even though I got a fucking eye patch on. Watching you.
Well, I tell you, I'm just saying.
Don't mind them. Kobolds still have sticky fingers. It's part of their charm. As this
Oh.
tall, elderly Goliath approaches you all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Morning. Oh, you probably couldn't tell because of the clouds in the sky.
Yeah, it's always hard to tell from...
Is that going to be an issue when you take off, by the way?
Oh, no. We've got a wonderful patented technology that repels the rain as we travel. A Captain Eagle Eye Special. Only the best for his ship.
And I assume that's who we are speaking to?
Nope. Captain's dead. Been dead for quite some time.
So it's looking for new management then.
Oh, also no. I suppose back when we were running, I was their, well, I guess you'd call me their bosun. Jeremiah Cool, at your service.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Cool.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I thought you were in offline mode.
I
You powered
was.
off for a second there.
Well,
I'm
I
putting
drew
you
the,
down. You're very heavy.
I drew the circle, and then I ran out of batteries for a moment, so I had to go get some more. In my mind.
A gear force! I haven't seen one of you in a long time.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, sir. I am Journeyman Orator Utility Service Technology, otherwise known as Joust.
Ah, that's so.
Yes.
Well, good for you, buddy. So, what brings you to the Kobold Express? Transporting goods or transporting yourselves?
Oh, so we could just That makes everything a lot easier. We would actually like to transport ourselves to Galleas if that is at all possible.
Discreetly. Perhaps by surprise.
And we will pay extra.
The only way you're sneaking up on pirates with a boat is if it's high enough.
We can manage that.
You good at jumping?
I'm good at falling.
I've lived in
Good.
Skylaxium for 5 years. I don't think that heights bother me.
I don't mind the heights.
Oh, it's not
just sudden stop
it's
at
not
the
how
end.
high you are that kills you.
Yeah, same here. I don't mind heights. It's just that sudden stop when you hit the ground. I don't seem to like.
Or the mountains, or the water, or a wayward tree.
That is true.
There.
Yeah, we're looking for a more discreet landing, and we could probably arrange that, though it will cost you a bit more.
Absolutely. How much?
Well, ordinarily, it's 2 gold per mile per passenger. But if we're being very discreet about it, it might have to be a little more than that.
I don't think money is going to be an issue here. It's
Well,
It might be.
kind of a big deal that we get there as soon as possible.
just give you a proper measurement. Just hold on a bit. Oi, Squeaky! You see, like, the kobold that was trying to pickpocket you? Table! Just sort of runs off and you... So, like, up over his head, you just see him, like, carrying the bottom half of a table. The legs are, like, almost the same height as him, so you just hear, like, dragging along, just... He just sort of... and runs off again. From there, Jeremiah sort of, like, rolls out a map and starts measuring the distance. We're making a straight line there. That's about a 300-mile trip. You're so well off. We can do a discreet landing for 1,500 gold. Each.
That's
1,500, eh?
that.
100 times 5?
So that's 1.
7,500.
I have 150 gold. Someone's going to have to cover me.
Oh no, I'm covering all of you.
What if you only charge for 4 and I was in cargo?
Well, we do a maximum cargo of 10 tons. If you want to ship something, it's going to be a gold per 100 pounds per mile. We're going to have to weigh you.
I refuse to consider him cargo.
We're not putting him in cargo.
Very well.
But-
You know,
No,
some
but
people
I-
do, some people don't. I don't judge.
I'm just saying it would save us a little bit of money, Drana, and
I
then
appreciate the effort.
Well, I tell
Gerald.
you, back in Huppaduke, they were considered people.
Happa what?
Huppaduke, in a land called Wildmount.
Oh.
You probably never heard of it.
No, I haven't.
Mm-mm.
No.
I've heard a few things, but not about Hoppaduke. I've heard of
Well,
Kalamazoo, but not that one.
well, history tells of Captain Eagle Eye making agreements with the officials there and constructing the first ever gear forged. Brought his
So-
inventions over here.
So while he's telling his story, you see Drana counting out like coins in her fucking bag.
Let me know if you need any help, okay, Drana?
I will. And then pulls out a smaller bag and hands it to him. That is 750 platinum.
I mean, you could save like a couple hundred platinum if you just put me in cargo. I mean, I could fit in a very small box.
Joust.
Yeah, I could too. What's your
It's not about size, it's weight. We're carrying you up in the air, so we gotta make sure that you remain afloat.
Besides, Joust, the decision has already been made. Don't try to fight it, okay?
I'm just saying,
I
money
know,
is.
I know you're just saying. I know you're trying to be helpful,
All
but
right.
not right now, okay?
All right.
All right. Luckily for you, we're all just clearing out the cargo we have now, so consider yourselves the VIPs of this trip.
Thank you very much.
Set sail in about 3 hours.
Absolutely.
That should be about... we'll get there.
So, just out of pure curiosity, how high am I allowed to climb on this ship?
How high can you climb?
All the way to the top.
If you want a good view, then by all means share the crow's nest with Squeaky.
As long as he keeps his fingers to himself, and sure.
I can't promise that.
Oh, he'll have to. He'll have to.
That's a bargain between you and him.
He's saying that if Squeaky doesn't keep his fingers to himself, he may have a.
He'll be
less
losing
dick.
fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We clear on that, Squeaky? I see you back there. You're gonna be good. Good.
By the
Without,
way,
like a second thought, he just starts climbing all the way up to the top.
for clarification, I am 327 kilos. I mean pounds.
So it would have actually
Whatever the
cost you more to be cargo.
Yes. It's just as a quick calculation. Yes. Like.
See, Joust, it pays to consider yourself a real person.
If only the chairs could tell themselves that.
I could ask them.
Don't think they'll do much talking. They don't have mouths. Or arms. They do have legs, though. At least 3.
And
You gotta see this view!
Yeah, but what's a chair going to say? It just has to look at assholes all day.
I bet it would complain about its back a lot. But either way, Captain, we are ready to help any way we can.
Indeed.
Like I said, you're VIPs. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Oh, I won't be able to keep myself busy. I'll have to at least hold a rope or something. I'm pretty good at that. Just thinks back. I held that rope. Boy, howdy.
That rope's so good.
I remember my adventures on the sea.
So long ago.
Hey, I have a weird question. Gob.
Uh-huh.
Can I make an investigation check just to inspect the ship to see if it's in ship shape?
If you wish.
Thank you.
By the way, this is like a skyship, I assume, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Cool.
it's going to
An
have
air-
the
an airship,
same
sorry.
format as the sailing ship you have here.
Cool.
Which I finally get to break out. Hooray!
Hooray!
It's been so many episodes. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And this time we don't have a carriage on it.
I mean, the good thing is, at least the pilot's not named Sid. I mean...
Bitch, Leia still has our carriage.
Oh no. Oh no!
And our horse!
A weird dead horse.
Muerte, no!
Name that. Anyway.
Oh no, he's become brainwashed. Morte's just chewing the grass. My God, I don't even know him anymore.
Tora, you gotta see this view.
Yeah, I'm not exactly good at that.
Can't you just like magic your way up?
Boy, you argue like you are a couple or something. I assume Camelot is staying here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's not going with you.
Ah, I saw she was on the ship. I was like, oh, Camelot, hi, you coming with us? No.
How high is the crow's nest?
About 50 feet high.
Yeah, I can't magic that far.
What if you double jump?
I haven't unlocked that ability yet.
If you want, I can get you up there, Tora.
You don't waste your magic spells just for this.
He's afraid of
Listen.
heights, Joust.
Well, I'm afraid of falling. Well,
Not that I'm afraid of heights.
you're afraid of committing to going
Oh
to the
god, oh god. We've hit
Oh,
All
turbulence.
right, who touched it?
I moved my guy and apparently he broke it. Oh no.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, I'll
Don't
just
do it
keep
until
my-
it's locked.
Yep, there we go. That's a smart thinking.
For some reason,
Wow,
this-
for some reason, the main mast got locked.
Oh jeez, that's why. Grab Tora out of there. There you go. But yes, I mean, Captain, is there any way we could help expedite the journey or make anything better around here? Anything that we could do to help out?
We're mostly just unloading at this point, so I don't want to bother our VIPs with their time. I'm not offering you a discount if you start helping us.
No,
I'm gonna
Captain.
climb down like halfway and like try to reach for Tora.
Now we lock it. None of it moves.
Yep, doesn't look like it's moving.
Now I am going to get the crew.
Yo.
I'm gonna climb all the way down and just like reach for Tora's hand. Come on. You can pretty much like almost see the freaking piercing of the veil there.
I can help you get a climbing speed. Come up the mast with me.
Okay, fine. I'm not as quick up these things as you are.
I'll help you out. It'll be fine. Just don't look down.
Don't worry, if you fall, I can make you slow fall.
It's not a matter of heights. It's a lack of upper body strength. Let's go.
You, Tora, trying to do a gym class and he can't go up the rope. I knew it. Whatever, I'm gonna study magic. Fuck you guys.
Magic
I'm
missile.
gonna help Tora just like climb up the mast.
Magic missile, the three bullies bullying.
I magic missile the top of the rope. It just falls. I grab the top. There, I reached it.
F.
Oh,
Jesus.
behold, I have reached it.
Goddamn Fane, they're being literal on everything. It's like the gym teacher writes it on.
Passes physics class, not gym class.
Ah. It's all about those extra
Sprinkling.
consonants.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Like this one.
So yeah, I'm gonna
By the way, who this bosun cool? Is he's a Goliath? Is what you said?
He is an elderly Goliath named Jeremiah.
Ah. Oh no. It's just like Treasure Planet. No. No. Not the cool big guy. No. Joking.
Like the oh,
Cool. See, that's the problem.
There we go. Now they're both on top. Yay!
Squeaky Blue is
Squeak,
up in the
squeak.
crow's nest with y'all. Just kind of like trying not to make eye contact.
Third wheel.
How's the weather, Squeaky? It's cloudy! No kidding.
You're doing great, Squeaky. Good job.
The current humidity is 70%. Chance of rain 83%.
Wait. Where's the other 17% here?
Don't worry about it.
See, I told you it'd be worth it.
Is it weird? I like to think that you're climbing up and then
No.
Tora's just like bouncing along the mast as he's trying to go.
Hoping one of these had sailor.
It is a great view. It'll be better without the rain once we're in the air.
Exactly. So I say we stick it out up here until we're up in the air.
Football pirate. Find some random boys.
I'll tell you one thing, Alafi. They're awfully chummy lately.
You get a slow blink from Alafi, and that's it.
Alafi with a cup of coffee. Yep. Just like so. And I'm just like, I don't know why. But Pain rubs me the wrong way. Like he just likes to bully me sometimes. I'm glad at least he has someone to talk to.
Right.
Right. You know, a good buddy. Tora is one of my best buddies too. It's like he's thinking, he's a good dude. I like him. I guess they're gonna ship it together on this boat. I guess that's just you and me, Alafi, ship buddies. All right, good talk, Alafi. Is it weird? I think he turns and says, "I miss my wife, Jas." Oh, okay. It's like, oh, okay. That was weird. Man, people having a weird morning today. He's just looking around to help any way he can. Weird morning.
So
right.
from that interaction down there, I'd say that Joust has no idea.
Also, I forgot to roll for potential wild magic, and I did that. No, okay. For him, the teleportation circle.
Good.
Makes
I almost
teleportation
completely
accidentally explodes.
That's why he went offline. He exploded on the ground like a Yamcha pose. And he just dragged him away. Like,
He needed the help.
yeah, 1/5.
Let's be honest, Sunshine. Joust couldn't read the situation if it was in giant print.
In big bold letters
Hmm.
and in italic.
Underlined and highlighted.
Well, now it's just getting hard to read again.
We gotta start over.
I'm on a boat, yeah. It's going fast, yeah. Got another theme to being an Afghan. Sorry, I didn't mean to get too monotone.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
It's fine. It's fine. We're on a boat. We're just waiting. So meme
The
all you want.
sweet irony of this is I just today watched Treasure Planet again.
I know, right? Such a good
Nice.
movie.
I love
Good
Treasure
movie.
Planet.
Very good movie.
It's been a long time.
My favorite transition is where you see the moon is literally the starport. Like, oh my
flawless
God.
transition.
So
Flawless.
good.
Yeah, the fucking zoom in into like this extreme
Into-
close up of the moon.
Into a
Silver
crescent moon
is so fucking
starport.
cool of a concept too. The way that they animated him,
Oh,
like, oh, that fucking entrance.
oh yeah, so good, so good. If you haven't seen it, everyone, go watch Treasure Planet. Do
You
it.
should watch Treasure Planet. It's like one of the best movies Disney ever put out.
Mm-hmm.
Shame they'll
The only
never
problem
make anything like it
is-
again.
Yeah.
Disney fucking hated that they had to put it out.
Yeah, it's a weird
Oh,
time.
Disney
Weird
can
time.
kiss my ass.
Mhm.
And
So-
they're blue kobolds, right? Blue kobolds? Or what color are the kobolds?
Red.
Red? Okay. I didn't know, because, like,
I
I thought they were blue because, a lot of lightning around.
They're blue
so,
because they're wearing the Cobalt Express uniform.
Isn't it weird how we just keep going back to Cobalt Express, by the way? It all
Mhm.
ends up, it always comes up Cobalt.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a bit of our past just keeps coming back to us, Gob.
Weird.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, who's gonna tell him? Because, like, Dronos figured it out, Laffy's figured it out. He's left in the dark, and I'm kind of starting to feel a little bad.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be hurting him at all.
Oh, but...
I mean, technically, they figured it out, but we haven't even, like, officially said anything yet.
True. If he doesn't figure it out by the end of Galleas, then we tell him.
Okay. You know what this means?
What?
Until Galleas is done, I'm just going to overtly flirt with you around him and see if he picks up on anything.
Oh God, what? Fine. Just
Because I'm willing to bet he doesn't pick up on hints even if he had a net to catch them.
Just don't make it awkward for everyone else. Last
I
thing I
can't-
want is to make
you-
them uncomfortable.
You know I can't make that promise.
Can you promise to try?
I suppose I can try.
Thank you.
Have any good frame of reference? A sky backdrop, but we'll just use the ocean as the reference.
I mean, this is kind of reflected over the water, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
Technically,
mostly
the
over land.
Technically, the ocean is below us.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we're
Well-
hitting the ocean from a sky ship, we're in trouble. I'm
Well-
saying that.
Yeah, we'll just pretend it's sky water.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll just
after all, I
pretend we're in
mean, the
Final
air
Fantasy
is just
II,
sky
don't we?
water. That's how we're sailing a ship through it.
Of course.
Yeah. Right?
That's how physics works.
Yeah.
So what do you think the likelihood is that we're actually going to get a ship like this for our own?
You got 100,000 gold?
I can work on it!
Then start working on it,
I-
because that's how much these things cost.
Deal!
Of course, you also gotta
Close.
hire a crew, feed a crew, train a crew. Takes about
Okay.
30 people to run a ship like this.
Okay, but like, what if it was smaller? Like, just enough for 5?
What, like a little
I mean-
folding boat?
Wait, what?
What?
Boat.
after months of not saying it.
It's officially in the bag of holding. It can't hear us.
I'm sorry, I borrowed it. It ripped out my bag.
Haven't seen that in a while. I mean, kinda. Maybe like a little mini boat.
Sounds lame. I want a big boat.
Just like
Yeah,
a
you're
flying
right.
dinghy.
I don't need anyone wailing their dicky in the wind.
Oh, I thought you said raise the flag. Okay, never mind.
Marcus, give the order. Hoist the sails! And you see these little kobolds just pulling these little wenches down by the base of these sails, and in like remarkable engineering, you just hear the gears just turning and just like the wings just begin to fold out and See almost a half a dozen sails just catch the stormy winds.
Oh man, very skies of Arcadia. I love it. I love that shit.
No.
Engines hot! As you just hear this loud rumbling from the back of the ship as smoke bellows out the top deck. And as they like pull the planks out from it,
Tora, what if we got Silverbeard and the rest of the crew from that to work on a ship like this?
We're still gonna have to feed them. We're still gonna have to pay them. They'll just know us in advance, is all.
Yeah, but like, they'll know us and trust us. Paying them, I don't think is going to be much of an issue, considering, our earnings.
I mean, our earnings from adventuring, we get paid occasionally. And then things like this happen where we need, 7,500 gold all at once.
hey, and Tora, give me deck saves.
Yay!
As
Can I
Hey.
help Tora?
Do you remember why I said he did not want to climb up here?
as like, as Captain Cool just Cull. It's Cull. Jeremiah Cull.
Cole.
Oh my god, 10.
That is as bad as you can be.
Oh no.
No, you know what? I'm gonna use my luck point.
Gonna use your luck point as the engines turn and this
Oh no.
whole ship begins to force forward. You all up in the crow's
Right.
nest get a
I get a 4.
rude jolt as Squeaky, he just sort of like drops himself a little low and gets underneath the basket. You all feel this lurch back, lean back unexpectedly, and begin to flip as you fall from the crow's nest, both of you.
Oh god.
Don't worry, I got you all. And I'll wait till they're
gonna-
in range and I'll slow fall them.
You gonna cast Featherfall on him?
Yeah, slow fall, feather fall, tomato. I'm thinking a Loppy's got slow fall. That's the word I'm thinking of. Yeah. I got you.
All
Just
right,
Mary Poppins them down.
roll on the table. Sorry, just
Sunshine.
roll your wild magic.
Oh yeah, there's a wild magic.
Oh no.
No!
We've been hit by a meteor strike, Captain. Going down.
What has Jeremiah brought on his ship?
Oh my
right,
god. I
roll-
would have
roll the
rather
D100.
fallen.
Roll the
I would have rather hit the deck.
roll the D100.
We have a 36.
36.
Oh, no.
I got you. Uh-oh.
All right, Jazz, roll me another D10.
Okay.
This might be weird.
10. 10. We got a 10.
Okay.
Don't tell me I gained 10 feet. Oh!
I need to see something real quick.
That's a bad sign.
Oh, no,
That
no,
mean-
no,
what-
no,
what does that
no.
mean?
This is beyond the DM's ruling.
So as you two fall safely down and sort of like in this wave-like pattern, you hit the doors by like the captain's cabin. Joust, your blue color off the brass of your metal begins to flake and tarnish.
Strange.
As you are now this sort of brown and green, like bright green rusted shape. You have aged 10 years.
Oh, I don't actually age, I think. Let me check I was thinking, like, let's see.
You may be ageless, but your body does age.
Yeah.
You've developed a patina.
Yeah. You're immune to magical agent effects. Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, technically, I guess like I've rusted 10 years in like 3 seconds. So like, I still rust, but it's just I'm not gonna magically be de-aged or anything.
You're not going to be affected by the aging process.
But yeah, 10 years of
It's
rust
all
apparently
it's all
accumulated.
it's all aesthetic.
Huh.
As your blue
Yeah.
turns into this like brown and like bright
Ruddy
green
green.
rust.
Yeah.
Just a little
I
sidebar.
just needed to Google what rusted brass looks like, and
Yeah.
that's kind of your impression.
Pain and Tora absolutely had that anime moment where one is basically on
Like
top of the other.
As your metal skin looks like oxidized.
Yeah. Brass takes a bit to oxidize, so yeah, it would be really tarnished green and brown, yeah. Oh, that's not good.
A little
I'm
squeakier in
rusty.
some places, but all in all, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that could have been a lot worse.
I definitely seem to have gained about 10 years of rust.
I'm gonna tell you right
creaky.
now, it would have been weird if it was an odd number, because odd numbers make him younger.
Hi guys, it's me, Gary Coleman, size job.
You would have been a fucking computer chip.
Futurama, there's a CD-ROM on the ground.
Like imagine Bender in the Fountain of Youth getting younger and younger, just like that.
Yeah, it'd be that.
You're like the plans for Gear Forged.
There's a rolled up piece of paper that just says "Help me" when it unfurls out. Boy, I feel like I really need to polish.
So, Tora, who's on top? Is it Pain or Tora? When they fall and they land.
Tora took the harder tumble.
Gotta say, who failed worse?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
feel worse.
Okay,
Tor's on
so-
bottom.
So Pain's on top.
Squeaker, squeaker, squeaker. You guys, are you
just gonna-
guys all right?
I'm just gonna lean up and whisper into Payne's ear. I knew I'd fall for you, sunshine.
Boy, you almost took a tumble. Luckily, I only wild magicked and aged very rapidly.
Yeah, quick thinking, Joust.
No
Thank you.
worries.
Oh, you guys are wild.
Oh, you don't know
You're
the half
telling
of it.
me.
By the way, does anyone have a can of oil? Like, it's just like his wrist, like, kind of unscrews off. Oh, I gotta get that.
I haven't had fun like this in 50 years. As this
You're welcome, I guess.
gargantuan vessel is just hovering across the water. You can see across the starboard bow as it passes by the whole city of Volton. You get this beautiful morning skyline as this like invisible barrier sort of like bounces the rain off, and you get a picturesque view of the city. And start hovering towards the west.
I'm gonna slowly but surely get up from the ground and off to Tora.
Tora will get up and brush himself off. See, that's why I didn't want to climb up there.
It would have been a great view.
We'll be coasting at this altitude for the first day, but then we'll start raising ourselves up once we reach outside the storm's range.
How high will we be traveling up, Captain?
Very fucking high!
Oh, I was thinking a type of stratosphere below that.
A what?
Don't worry about it.
You'll probably
Uh,
see Galleas before we even reach it.
Well, I would hope so. I think we all have eyes.
Presumably, we would be in the troposphere.
Exotropo.
It is below the stratosphere.
Why is it a circle?
Hmm. Right. Well, it. Oh boy, how to explain longitude and latitude to a captain who
I'm just gonna
knows
get
aviation.
up from the ground and just go over to Joust. Hey, Joust, can I pull you aside for just a brief moment?
He tries to turn his head. It's all rusted.
Maybe we get you oiled up and cleaned up first. You
I would love
Need
to,
it.
but it seems I can't bend my legs.
Oh,
I'm kind of rusty.
Did you see a little kobold with an oil can?
Yeah. It's literally like the Wizard of Oz, like, oh, right here, right there. Oh, yeah, that's better. Like, very good. I might have to soak my bones in at least some vinegar. Do you have vinegar, Payne?
I don't. You folks wouldn't happen to have vinegar, would you?
Probably in the kitchen.
That'd be best. Yes. Probably a nice acid bath would help this.
I mean, I've got a little bit of acid. You can at least scrub with it.
I did have a vial myself as well. I'll just have to get a bit of tarnish or maybe a steel brush.
Yeah, but that's a whole entire jug, right?
Tora, can't you press the digithingy on him?
Can you tarnish away rust?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
can you do the thing?
It's usually for like stains. I'm not sure if rust on metal counts. I can try.
Worth a
Don't worry.
shot.
Acid would be fine, or a little bit of baking soda, some salt, maybe.
We'll try the simple stuff first. You know, I'll draw the card and kind of wave it around the corrosion, see if prestidigitation does anything.
It's like one little, like, 5-centimeter circle of it, like...
I would say it cleans up the areas for like joint motion, but it doesn't really like take off the staining rust.
Yes, it'll take a bit to tarnish this. I might need to soak my lower half in at least some vinegar or acid. But either way, I should be fine now with a little bit of oil.
Okay, I read the fine print. The minimum is a year old, so you couldn't get older than 1. Which, considering that you're 2...
Yeah, if I went back 10 years... I am the atoms that created Joust. Just floating around. Just give me enough time and I will form a new Joust.
He's just a pile of gears and a speaker.
Screws and a microphone that they screw together, yeah. By the way, Payne, your dagger is sticking out a little bit.
What? Oh, thanks.
Oh, never mind. That must have been something else. As he like walks around.
Vinegar?
Ah, thank you.
Cobalt Express VIP treatment.
Oh, lovely. And
Appreciate it.
Joust is getting a little water, and you see he just like has like a brush that for cleaning the deck, and is just like unscrewing parts of him and like soaking like screwing off his foot in a bucket and just like like trying to tarnish the rust off.
So, I did want to ask, how does that dream spell kind of work?
Oh, well, it's not very much. Basically, I go within the realm of dreams. I'm your arbiter, and I basically connect you to other people who are in that dream.
Are you able to cast that on yourself at all?
I suppose I could, yes.
So you'd be your own arbiter?
Sure, if I want to. Problem is, do I dream? I guess I do. That is a question I don't seem to ask very often.
I mean, considering how things have kind of turned out in recent months, I'd wager a guess that you do. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
William's physically fine, as far as we know.
Oh, is he?
But
Good.
as far as mentally is concerned, you know, what you said about potential brainwashing has me worried.
Yes. That is very common in Fallen Fire. It is
Unfortunately.
it is of course the manifest doctrine that the state control most youth and everything. You start young, make it so they won't rebel back. You know, upper class it's a bit easier, but William is now literally a ward of the state, aka a ward of the government.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
yes, I am very concerned about it. That is why I asked if he was doing well. You did ask him of his well-being. You gave him a
I did.
scale on his psyche, right?
I asked how he was.
Ah, that's the first thing you messed up with. Hmm.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing,
Okay.
right? He still doesn't know me very well.
Ah, you did explain the situation, yes?
I explained to him who I was,
Okay.
and you know,
And how did he react to that?
I mean, he seems to like me fine, which is a relief.
How
And
did you
he's-
react to that?
Again, I was relieved to hear that he actually, you know, wasn't scared of me.
I'm glad. You deserve to have a brother.
The thing is that he also deserves to see his friend too.
Oh, yes. That would be fun.
If you checked up on him and he were to tell you things that he was not ready to tell me,
Hmm.
we
After
could
all, you are
both look
still
out for
very...
him.
Yes, I suppose so. Currently, though, the mission does take priority, but I will think on the subject, Payne.
If we just check up on him in his dreams, right?
Right.
Just, you know, answer any questions that the Saints are not willing to answer for him.
Hmm.
And we make sure that he feels safe and secure. And if he doesn't, we do what we can to try and help him.
Hmm. Right. After all, my plan initially was to get him out of there.
Right.
Problem
The question
we...
is where we'd go. I was hoping that maybe they might have started looking for the mother by this point.
See, just us from it. Yes. Right. That would be imperative.
Just if you know anything about the mom that I don't know, then you can tell me.
I am not at liberty to say, Payne.
Joust? Hephaestus isn't here anymore. He's no control over you. And quite frankly, I don't think that you should keep this kind of thing secret either from me or from William.
Well, unfortunately, I don't really know much about it. I'd have to look into some things, but as far as my understanding, I don't believe she is in the picture as well. But it is
As
very
in,
hard to know.
she's not, like, in the neighborhood, or she's not of this plane anymore.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I've never
Okay.
really thought about the subject. Why? What would you do if your mother was alive, Payne?
I mean,
Would you be like Tora and wonder about her? I don't know. Maybe, you know.
see, here's the thing, Joust.
Hmm?
William deserves to have a normal child. He deserves to be, you know, given the chance to be a kid.
Hmm.
And he can't very well do that while he is in Falling Fire's custody.
Hmm. Well, unfortunately, only people that would have those answers is dead now.
Maybe Alafi's patron might know. If he can get like a confirmation of a yes or no on whether or not this person is dead.
I mean, we could just commune with the spirit.
Or we could commune with Hephaestus.
I suppose, yes.
Would we be able to do that?
Probably. Right now, though, we do have more imperative things, but you do make up good points there, Payne. All I know is that this expedited trip is going to make it a bit easier for us to deal with Yarface. Problem is, once we finish with that, it's going to be harder to figure out what to do next.
Well,
Expedited
Okay.
might be an exaggeration. Sure, this thing's skybound. That just means we don't have to follow any of the paths. We're going just as fast as any old caravan would on ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we're
but-
not walking. That's the
That
point.
that is
That's
Well
the
then.
advantage we get.
Also, very hard for a bandit to get us up here.
true.
Aye, but there's all sorts of different threats that are up here you need to keep a lookout for.
That gives me an idea. Captain, how is the mechanical output of your engines?
As far as I know, we're at all things are good.
What if we got a bit more juice? It's just starting to think like,
Joust, maybe we let the
You tinker
professionals
with this
off.
engine, I'm throwing you right off the ship.
No, I'm just saying I might be able to make us move a bit faster.
Joust, I understand you want to help, and I understand you want to get us there faster, and we appreciate that, but I don't think it would be wise as
You paid
guests.
for a discreet trip, not an expedited trip.
Exactly.
And if
All
you
right,
want to
then.
try to tinker with the engines, I'll expedite you off the ship.
So
All right.
Since
maybe
you're
we
already
respect
okay with
Captain
falling.
Falcon's-
Oh yes, falling's fine.
So, for the moment, while we're on this trip, during the night hours, if you want, maybe you and I can alternate on visiting William and checking up on him, making sure that he's okay.
I think you need to talk to him more, Payne.
Look, I agree, but he definitely needs to see you. He misses you too.
Yes. But yes, I have things I need to look into. If you could hand me my foot, please. It's like just like grabs the bucket and just is like hobbling off with it.
That's vinegar, right?
Probably. He's like kind of
I think maybe I can just carry it in the bucket and bring it.
Could be vinegar. It could be acid.
We got any tongs or anything?
don't worry, I'll grab it. He just reaches his whole hand. It's
Yeah, no, it's vinegar.
he's like it's vinegar.
Okay,
You know,
thank goodness.
don't worry about it. If you see me coated in acid, I won't be in much pain. Get it? Pain. Either way, I have some things I need to deal with, but I will. If you need to see me tonight, let me know.
Yeah. Or, if you want to do that yourself and just, spend some time with him, I'm not going to complain.
Of course, Payne. Of course. Why don't you go hang out with Tora? After all, the view is lovely this time of day.
Still raining.
I mean, I like the rain. It's just like...
Rain as far as the eye
Rana
can
has her
see.
eyes closed and looking up at the sky, just taking in the rain and how nice the wind feels on her skin.
Aw.
I'm queen of the skies!
It's sort of like this strange in between like a tiny hut, but it's like it's keeping out the bad weather or just any like wayward debris that might come up from the elements. Aside from that, things can come and go as they please. You can stick your hand past the barrier and your hand will get wet from the rain.
Kind of reminds me of like God, what's the D&D in space called Astral Seas or whatever it is, and it's like
Spelljammer?
almost there's a
Ooh,
Spelljammer. That's the word, Spelljammer. It's got the bubble around of real space
Yeah.
basically. When you almost effectively like that. Magical engine makes a little field so the
It's
rain
fucking
deck is
cool,
just
man.
How do you think they
That's
got
cool.
here?
Treasure planet right there.
yeah. That's how they get prevent getting hit by lightning in the sky.
Dora, do you think that maybe Joust is jealous?
How much of that have you actually seen him show?
Good point. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking.
see that one like heart pendant looking like I miss you, my future wife. Fuck. He's not jealous.
Only
Maybe.
a little bit.
Everybody
Also,
else
he
up to?
just did it. He just did Rust 10 years. He's kind of a bit busy.
Rana's probably just going to send a message to Tootsuite,
All right.
Oh.
just letting her know that a lot of things have come up. I'm sorry that our reunion is going to be delayed even longer. I still think about you daily.
Aw.
You eventually get a response back of well wishes. Of how many different outfits she wants you to try on when you return.
Rana smiles while she is basically looking overboard. She just smiles down at the water.
What's Alafi up to?
Malafi has probably wandered his way to the below deck and is just doing his best to keep out of the way while watching how they do things. Just curious.
Yeah, since this isn't really a cargo-based delivery, you see mostly just food and drink supplies for the crewmates. Most activities are just like maintaining the ship that's going on. You see some kobolds just arm wrestling. You see some kobolds just like chatting it up. It. That the flight fences. Oh, hey, back here, back here.
No,
Crazy little
don't
token.
want to know.
Crazy little token. I've been measuring out your distance. Hey,
You having fun playing with that token?
I am. Why you ask?
Just making sure.
So this air trip is essentially going to turn a 15-day trip into a 10-day trip.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yep.
Well, that gives me time to do some information gathering.
A lot of time to think, send wayward messages across to people you need to, as well as strange happenings that might happen on or off the boat.
Neat.
I want y'all to roll me D100s.
Oh.
Oh
Excellent.
dear. Okay.
Malafi does
do-
have a thing you'd like to do over the coming days,
Sure.
just while we're busy pseudo fast traveling. Just practicing his magic. It's a new thing to do. He adds it to his morning routine of stuff. Oh damn!
Ooh.
93, 21.
51. I rolled a 30, but I accidentally fat fingered a key to change the roll. So I re-rolled. Apologies.
What'd you get?
Wait, did you get 100?
Oh, you got a 1. Well done.
Oh,
Wow.
how about that?
Wow.
What? I know percentiles are stupid to read. I know. I get it.
I couldn't read that, so I was just like,
Hey,
The single number is always your single digit. The double number is always your tens digit.
Mhm.
Okay.
And if you
Yeah.
roll double zeros, then
That's 100. Yeah.
Yeah, if you roll all zeros, it's 100.
Okay.
And 001 is 1. Yeah.
Fun.
Neat. Good range. Lows and highs.
A little bit of everything, yep.
On the 1, the ship goes down.
What'd you say you got, Drana?
51 because I rolled a 30 something and accidentally fat fingered a key to switch one of the rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies.
All right.
Oh no, the Sky Hydra. The mighty Hydra that flies in the sky.
Don't even joke.
Alrighty. Got that locked in.
All right.
Your first day essentially goes from cracking through after about 5 miles of travel, breaking through the Rainy Vale's raining veil. Eventually, it all just starts slowly beginning to clear up as you are seen from both sides with this long passage of land, and to each side of the ship, the two great lakes. Long ahead, you see like the narrow pathway, forests scattered from either side of the roads. As you sort of drift a little bit north away from the path and start flying across the tree lines. For now, the trip is uneventful. If there's anything you would all like to do on the first day of travel?
While the thought is on my mind, I'm gonna go over to Alafi. And just I want to ask him a little something.
Hey,
You'll find Alafi on the bottom deck, like at the back of the ship, where he is in the middle of practicing his newfound magic.
sorry, my freaking keys. So this is where you've been.
Gotta practice.
Ah. How's it coming along?
Alafi's gonna point over at let's see, what's a random item I conveniently have around the place? Elafi has the old masquerade mask on the other side of the room. And you're going to see it get picked up and moved to the other side of the room. Nothing seems to be there, it just moves.
I see.
I have another trick, but I feel like it'd be mean to test anywhere near anyone else.
Is it an offensive spell or something?
Kind of.
Save it on whatever guy decides to show up, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
I wanted to ask you something, if I may. Joust and I were talking earlier, and he brought up an interesting thought. Um, would it be possible to commune with the dead, considering your connection with your now patron?
No idea. Still new to this whole thing.
Hmm.
Maybe with some practice.
You think it might be possible that you could probably get some answers out of Hephaestus?
Who?
My father.
Oh. If he's already passed on, I have no idea, but there's a chance he's still talking?
Knowing him, he's probably wanting to see to Death's manager and like, you know, get the best treatment that he possibly can get.
Sadly, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Communing with my act isn't exactly the simplest thing. At least when I'm meditating, it's not as quiet as it used to be. I can sense conversations I'm having with myself and never just to myself now.
That's a good thing, right?
Good for me, yep. I think some of the crew have been giving me weird looks because they kind of just hang out in here.
They're not really used to VIPs coming down here, I imagine.
Hmm.
They're probably not used to VIPs like us anyway. Anyway, I just figured I'd ask.
I'm pretty sure I can cook without cooking now.
So you're taking the actual effort out of the work of... Okay.
Well, it's like I get that guy over there. You see the mask move again to kind of do stuff for me. So I'll probably still have to do some, but like, yeah. Between that and then I'll summon the spectral hand and this, it's almost like I have the same amount of hands I used to.
So... I'm not really sure how to ask. How are you holding up? Without...
There's a lot of work to be done. I've been given a unique gift in my efforts to save people. I'm going to do what I can.
I'm sorry that we couldn't save him.
I feel bad for Morgran mostly. He's probably still wandering the coast.
Mm.
He didn't
know
give
you've
up for 1,000 years.
If he's still wandering the coast, would he still have the curse on him?
Either that or his spirit was entirely destroyed when that curse did its thing.
I mean, what will be
He
the
may have
moral of
been ruined by gods twice inadvertently.
that? Yeah. There's not much else I really wanted to ask. I just thought maybe, it might be possible to speak with the dead.
I will see what I can do. I can guarantee nothing.
Only that you'll try. Actually, there might be another question, just real quick. I've no doubt you noticed. Tora and I.
It was impossible not to. He turned green for a day.
Yeah. That might have been my fault. That's neither here nor there. I guess any advice, since you're a little bit more experienced on this kind of thing?
Advice in what sense?
I mean,
you two are obviously hanging out more again, so
yeah.
that caper to the top of the mast and then falling was adorable in its own way.
Sure, I guess. What were some of the things that you did with your wife when you were courting her? That kind of advice. Dating advice.
Oh, you've read me completely wrong. No, that's not. No. It was not me that courted her. She came after me. I would suggest let Tora have his fun. You'll do fine.
I apologize in advance if that kind of fun does make anyone around here uncomfortable. I know him. It's...
Luffy shrugs at you. Oh, damn. Emotions. So scary.
I know.
Have fun. What's the point of being alive if we don't live it? Stare too much death in the face to not exactly live life to the fullest.
I've already died once.
Same.
Be damned if we don't live it now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you come up with any recipes or anything that maybe I could try and crack at cooking for him, then that might be something I could do. I don't know.
I think I'm going to go take over the ship's kitchen to make it so whoever's working the kitchen doesn't actually have to work, just as practice. Because I think I can do this thing pointing over at the invisible space. I'm pretty sure I can do this like every hour if I just kind of rest. I can read a book and cook at the same time.
It depends on what you cook. If you want any assistance, I'm happy to help. Honestly, I don't mind it, especially if the ingredients are as interesting as the rock was.
I have no idea what these people are using on the ship. They seem to mostly cook for themselves.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Let me know what
Good
pops
chat.
up.
Have fun with the whole courting thing. You'll have a good
Yeah.
time.
Pray for my sanity and pray for my soul, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
If you were looking for me for advice, again, it's just going to work your way if you just let Tora have fun.
All right.
Just exits on out, heads back up to the deck. Again, red all over his face.
Anybody else?
There's something I would like to do, but probably during the nighttime while everyone's sleeping.
Probably the same thing. I just want to do legend lore on the Comet Forge. See if I can get more knowledge. I got 2 more blocks of the deep shisha to smoke and see what I can get.
Deep what?
The shisha, the ganjue, the incense.
What? Why are you
it's-
going to smoke incense?
Because Joust is the damn incense burner. We've already said that. He just he sucks the shit out of
You
that
didn't
smoke.
say that.
I'm pretty sure I gave you a sensor.
I know, but the smoke goes right up in the joust. That's how he gets the magic. He huffs that shit. He hotboxes that shit.
Yeah,
Joust doing
Okay.
drugs, yes. That is very true.
don't do drugs, kids.
Unless you're a robot.
Not even if you're a robot.
Yeah, we'll get to that bridge once we've burned it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a general legend lore, but you know, unless Pain needs a dream.
I mean, the whole point of what Payne was saying earlier was like, hey, if you want to cast Dream and talk to, like, you know, William
Mhm.
yourself, you can do that.
Oh yeah, and Just totally didn't play it off, right? That he's secretly very lonely and doesn't want to hurt himself anymore. But yeah, tomato.
Okay.
I'll probably
So-
check up on him as soon as he's done with his legend lore. We'll let him do that first.
Yeah.
Ronda's going for a midnight snack.
Oh God.
Hey, nice
Hi,
snack.
Kobold.
Are you going in the kitchen or are you going to the kitchen workers?
I'll probably just sneak up to one of the crew cabins.
Oh, God.
Oh my
Well,
god.
My jeez.
What kind of VIP experience are you talking about? All you can eat buffet. They're all sleeping.
I suppose we will start with the legend lore then.
There's no
Right.
way there will be any trouble about this at all.
Joust, of course, doesn't need to sleep outside. He'd be sitting on the deck too, away from people, just like kind of staring out there as he's got the little sensei there and starting to light the brick and everything.
Yeah, it is a calm summer breeze as this ship drifts through the sky across the trees.
Yeah, Joust is just like it's good that I stay away from everybody. I don't want to make any more weird things happen. After all, I need to be helpful to them. I need to be useful. As Joust is like thinking to himself, yes, right. If I can remember how to do this, sensor, big block of incense, break off about half of that. I kind of like setting all up. Okay. He will cast Legend Lore on the Comet Forge like last time. As he's got the four ivory strips around the sensor, and then he'll like strike the incense with a little tinder thing and light it. Ivory strip. Oh, and then I'll roll for Wild Magic, of course, since that seems to be the... Okay, got a 4. Close, but not quite.
Close, but no cigar. The ring flickers, but it doesn't glow.
Suddenly, you gain 6 tons in weight. It just goes through the... There's a hole in the ship. Mayday, mayday, we're
you
going
suddenly
down.
become your own immovable rod.
You're rev up our ship. It's just huge gash through
as
it.
you just like huge gash through the captain's cabin out the back, and you're just suspended in air.
Just floating there.
God.
I have seen it happen. It's not fun.
Don't...
From
Oh,
a
wait,
DM's
there's the
perspective,
button.
it's not fun.
There's the
Yeah,
button
it
on my
sounds
side.
Troubling for sure.
And yeah, as the smoke just kind of swirls up in the joust as he sees the visions.
You are given sound of drums. This pulsating flame that burns bright with every beat. Was their last line of defense. Thunder between the voices. Surefire way at them. Thunderous. As you see silhouette of this titanic figure. Almost as if their very flesh is made of magma. hammer they wield, red hot, that strikes this bright, vibrant blue across this gargantuan anvil. Resting forward in front of it, you see lines embedded in the ground, eating into these like molds. They're eventually fed into this humongous glowing metal bowl. Bend off their unity. Was our last hope. Along with this titan hammering down on it. Smaller figures are folks coming. Hoveled, busy state. You can catch the glimpses and you know these beings to be this old primordial form the dwarfs used to take. Came. Hammers raised up over the heads. Crashing of boulders. Almost like cave in of the whole place. Almost blinding your eyesight of these images. Our people came divided. Broken. You seem to be envisioning the moment the Comet Forge was destroyed, or at least broken
Ripped
apart
away.
by the war. Where these primordial giants and these primordial dwarfs worked in unison in order to forge weapons that could defeat them. But it wasn't in time. And the forge never got to see its first weapon.
Probably pops back right as everything falls apart and just like on the ground, like finally seasoned and just like, wow. Please.
Seeing that, I'm rushing over like
Give it up. Oh wow.
just ragdolling all over the ground.
Okay, wow, that was a bit.
You alright?
Mhm.
You good?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like putting the little strips of ivory back into the bowl. Oh yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, hi, Pain. As he steps away. Hey, what's going on?
You spazzed out for a little bit there. You good?
Uh-huh. Yep. Totally. Yep. Totally fine.
Joust,
Mm-hmm.
are you sure you're good?
Oh yeah.
You-
Yeah. I'm just saying. I seem to be jetting around wild magic more. I'm trying to keep away, not cause any damage or to people or stuff
Okay.
like that.
I-
Yes.
I get that.
And I'm dabbling into a bit of dry in here. That was intense.
What did you say?
Ancient Sundrin of the Forge. I'm trying to locate it, deem its location, but cryptic and broken apart. It's hard to piece it all together. It's not like a normal timeline. I've jumped around a bit.
Hmm.
Like I'm seeing it in strange acts of a play that is papers all tossed around, as if like I don't see anything logical about it where it could be a location.
Hmm.
And it's maddening, Pain. It's wrong. There should be logic and sense into this, but it is so old and so cryptic. I can't quite piece it together.
Well, maybe it doesn't need to be logical.
Well, that's true, but we need solid information. I need a location, a point, anything that I could at least rationalize,
Look,
measure.
we have a general direction thanks to Drona and her parents.
A general
I-
direction.
Can I come in at this time conveniently?
God!
That would be up anyway.
I mean,
Ah!
sure. You might as well.
What, are you wiping your fangs from the blood? That kobold was delicious. Oh, hi, guys! It's like, just a dried, like, blood bag of a
Yummy.
kobold. Like, oh, a good one.
If you're looking for the location, I promise you, if you find it, your death is certain.
What?
If you have any general idea,
I
this could
want
help.
you to think about this the next time you go looking.
What? Where is that coming from?
Well, think about this.
Okay.
We are trying to find something that is kept secret,
Mm-hmm.
and its location, if known by the gods, they will destroy.
Mhm.
So, how do we keep the gods from not knowing? Because we don't know. But there's one god who knows everything that we know.
The one that I work for?
The one that you work for, so if you find it, he comes, and the forge is gone, we all die. To one of the other gods who we are pissing off right now.
Well, then we're back to fucking square one. Joust just hits the, like, pole. Ow, ow, ow.
Yes.
I'm
We will
trying.
find.
I'm trying to be useful here, guys. I'm not. And it's driving me fucking insane.
Well, let me help you that Just. That's not what you're looking for. But if you want to help find it, you can look, you can divine things, right? Legends.
That's what I was just doing, and boy, I spazzed out there.
I am aware.
Hmm?
So, if you want to use that gift of yours, go and try to scry for the homes of my ancestors, the homes of, because that's where we're going next after we're done here in
Well,
Galleas.
you should have told me that before I smoked a half block of that shisha, girl.
Just, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
It is perfectly alright, Jess. You didn't know, and that's because I didn't want to worry
God,
you.
whatever, Captain. God, I'm trying to be useful here. Whatever, God.
Joust,
No, I'm joking.
Joust. What is all this with you saying you're trying to be useful and you're not doing a good job, that kind of thing? Where is this coming from?
Everyone is getting stronger, and I am just built to not do much. I'm too uncontrolled. I can't find a way to be like that. Alafi is strong and fast. You have a gun with a damn dragon. Tora I don't know, fucking Tora's just hot. I don't know.
I mean,
And
yeah,
you're-
he is.
and,
That's not the point.
and Captain, you're a, I don't know. I'm not special enough. That's why I'm trying to dabble in with this nature god. And what am I doing? One god for the other? There's either Laius or that. What's Joust bringing to the fight? Nothing here.
Joust, you bring connections.
Ah,
Ye-
I guess.
You bring
I'm
us
just saying,
a
we're
lot
bringing-
of support
bring-
that we desperately need, and I mean,
Yes.
has saved our skins multiple times.
But we're going to a war, and I don't want this war to happen. I don't want any people to die again. But that's what you all are intent to do. You want to doom this world.
Joust, we're not trying to doom the world, we are trying to save it, and yeah, we don't want more people to die as a result.
I mean, I know where this is heading. And it is only through fire and destruction that this will happen.
Here's the thing.
We are literally attacking nature, its very self. Who's apparently my fucking mom. And do you know what that's doing to me right now? I'm juggling around that in the back of my head.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. And what am I doing? Waiting?
Ooh. Well,
You all
she
got
may
plans?
be your mom, but
She's not your mother. She may be biologically, and by proxy, your mom, but she's not your mother.
I know. I don't have a mother, technically. You're right.
you do have
Kind of-
people who care for you. You
Yes.
have a family.
Yes. And I know that. And that's why I worry constantly. I haven't been able to quite get a good sleep for a while, that everything is just colliding, and all of you seem to be growing and flourishing, yet I am just here.
Joust, this is partly why I think that maybe you checking up on William would be wise, because not just, for his own safety and for his own sake, but for yours as well. You two have had, a stronger connection than I even realized.
I
He
suppose.
misses you too.
I'm sorry, Payne. I can't have any more distractions.
It's not a distraction.
It is to me, Payne.
He's your family too. Just as much as he is mine.
I've already said my goodbyes to him, but yes, I will plan on it. But right now I need certainty. I need clarification.
Certainty is this, Joust. We are going to make it through whatever happens through this war. Because it's going to happen one way or another. We can't really change that. But we can make it to the other side. How? I don't know. But we are going to make it.
And I thought I was the foolish one, Payne. I've run the calculations over and over and over. Unless we get something on our side, I don't know if we can win this.
Well, I know how to get to the Comet Forge, but I don't know where it is, or
Then how do you know how to get there? Just is saying, like, hello. That's kind of you. There is logic.
Yeah.
There is reason.
I can show you how. Drana
Alright.
will pull out a map of the world, of Eos,
Yeah.
and tears it up into 3 pieces.
You ripped
Hands
up
one
the
to
map.
Pain, hands one to Joust.
Oh, I'm holding mine up.
You know how to
here.
get there You just need to put the pieces together.
Oh my god! Again with the riddles. I get
It's
enough of that
not
with the
a
gods.
riddle, Joust. It's a
It's literal.
metaphor, allegory. Listen. The point she's trying to make is that we're not gonna do this all by ourselves. We are getting connections. We are getting deals made. We are taking sides. And I know that right now it is terrifying because we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
I'm
It's
just
okay.
saying, I'm just trying to keep up with you. And I can't.
You're
step
keeping up fine.
I don't feel
You're
it.
doing the best that you can.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Well, maybe that's just me then. Maybe I'm just an old
What do you?
fuddy-duddy.
Okay. What do you think that you need to do that would put you on par with everyone else?
I don't know. Maybe control the wild, extreme energy that resides myself. Harness it. Perhaps it could be an edge, but it is untamed. Like a fire. It's like if I could light a spear on fire and shoot energy from my chest. But it burns everything it touches. It literally corroded my body 10 years. My back hurts now, and it didn't before. It sucks.
You
Welcome
feel
to adulthood.
I'm just saying, I had to literally unscrew my torso and was sitting there as my hip joints were in vinegar for about 2 hours.
Look. We see the work that you're trying to do. We see what it is that you're trying to do in order to keep our spirits up, to keep us moving, to keep us going, to keep us standing. And
We couldn't have made it this far without you. And I don't think we could even handle what we're going up against without you.
there's no way
That
we
is the
can.
honest truth.
I know. I just wish I had something or someone to confer these feelings with. Some days I wake up early, Tora's busy with his things, and I stand outside and I watch, just wait for the sunrise and wonder if I could ever be, I don't know, just alright. Some days I just wish that, oh hey, the world could just, people could just wake up and there wouldn't be anything bad happening that day, it's been nothing but, oh, Alafi dies because you summon a ghost from trying to fix the boat thing, or hey, look, I help two friends fall off a post and I get corroded in rust. It can't just be normal. I just want to be normal. And that's weird for me saying that since I'm a blue, god dang gear-forged robot man. I'm not normal, and I'm tired of being abnormal.
Why would you want to be normal?
Well, I like to
What
be a
is
little
normal?
I like to be a little less abnormal. How about that? Could I just, wake up and say, "Hi there, I'm Joe Everyman," and just people don't gawk at me or just say like, "Oh, look, it's a gear forged." Point and laugh. Throw the rocks at him, Billy. That was an annoying morning.
Donna brings up a good point. What is your definition of normal?
Not me.
Why not you?
Well, I don't know.
Hold on.
It's just annoying sometimes, that I just would like things to be a little calm with me now, every now and then. It just seems all I get to deal with is just bullshit and nobody cares.
Well, so
Never have I had somebody just come by, oh, thanks, Joust. Oh, thanks for calming down and, helping save Galleas. No, it's, oh, everyone else, hey, cheers for them, and their robot companion. Like, oh, yeah, it's me, yeah.
Yes. He's half undead. He stands
Uh-huh.
out just as much as you do, and you at least have a city that you don't stand out in.
Not anymore.
Fair, but
So lucky Alafi's not part of this conversation. Be shutting this down. Oh yeah, who was ostracizing themselves then? Yourself to blame.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's just
But
a
Alafi's
dumb-
not there. So.
It's just a lot of dumb thoughts that run through my head, and they've been
Joust.
getting more and more angry at me now.
Maybe you do need to spend more time with, the people that you care about, us included, so that we can help combat these kinds of thoughts.
I suppose so. It's just every time I've done things close, I've hurt every one of you, and it's getting sad now that I can't control it. I just need.
We
I just
don't
need control.
mind that you happen to explode every once in a while. It's not your fault.
I mind. I don't like it. It hurts every time. I got hit by a rock and fell. At
So then we'll deal
0
with
to
it.
60 in less
Look,
than
look,
0.2
Joust.
seconds.
Joust, we didn't throw you away when you literally blew up in our faces, now did we?
Well, yeah, I know that. It's just saying, hey, can I not blow up? I wish that one day I could just not blow up, you know? You ever just want to be at least one day where you don't have to wonder if you're going to turn inside out pain? Because that's what I deal with on a daily basis. I don't know what could happen. Maybe I could turn into a plant again. That was fun. At least, hey, I'm a plant. Can't do anything wrong if you're a god dang potted plant. Just a little bit of that. Just a little bit of serenity. Like a nice vacation from things. Just, I don't know. I miss Vienna. I miss when I could just see somebody who's just like myself and know that they're different and I'm different and we could be different together. But here, I'm just different. It's sad, is what it is. There's no one else like me on this plane, guys.
By the storm, you truly are a bunch of pathetic lot, aren't you?
Oh, sorry, Captain. Oh, hi, Deathbow. Wait, what?
It's like turn. Whoa.
How do you do, fellow Bo?
You were sent to follow us.
I was
If you're
sent
gonna
to
throw
make
me
sure
off,
that you
do it
perform your
quick.
task.
Oh.
Do you
no.
intend on helping?
Depends if you end up helpless.
Do you have any faith in us that we'll actually get the job done, or are you just here to point and laugh?
Or are you the
considering
insurance
this
that...
little pity party in
Oh no, if they decide to, I'll do it. I'm just saying, they don't really listen to what I need to say about such things.
Listen, Deathbow, if you have anything that you want to add to our friend here, and what it is that he's going through, then please, by all means, say something. But just know that, you're not really a part of this group.
I
You're
mean, he's important.
he's important, yeah, to
Yeah.
Alafi, but to me, he's just another Bo.
Hey, if he's important to Laffy, he's just as much a friend as mine, and I take any advice I can get. But like I said, I am convicted in these things, but after all, I don't seem to voice much concern on such things, but it's just a dumb thought. You know, those thoughts that sit in the back of your mind, that you calculate 1,000 things every possible second of your life.
Just a million things could go wrong. We can agree on that, but that doesn't mean we should stop trying.
A million things could go wrong, and only one thing could go right. But how many things have gone right for us so far?
And
2.
we're still standing, aren't we?
Just thinks about it. 2. Well, I'm just saying, my brain whereas you have these minor thoughts, I calculate at least 1 million different finite possibilities every 6 seconds in a burns me out sometimes.
None of them seem to stay on task.
Oh, of course not. No. After all, I'm still waiting on those Oh my goodness, I left an oven on back in that town. Yes, just thinks about it.
It'll be fine.
Oh,
It'll be fine. Don't worry
right,
about
right,
it.
right.
They'll take care of it. It's good. It's fine.
I hope so. But
Someone
yes.
notice.
But yes, what do we owe the honor of your visit, Sir Bethbo? You just came to finish the job if we don't do the job? Is that what it is?
I think he's here in case I decide to say no, and then
Kill us, probably.
they get it anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah, he's here to kill us if we don't do what he says, I suppose.
We, under the service of Volton, kill you. No, it's not part of the task.
Ah.
Surprising.
I am simply the observer.
Oh.
At the end, you're going to have to plant a flag on top of that scrap heap they call a tower. I'm
Oh, you
just
don't
here to
even
make
wanna
sure
wait
that
for
it's
us?
Volton.
Well, when we get to Galleas, make sure you stay with us and I'll help us teleport back, okay, Deathbow? Alright, can we go back to talking, guys?
Oh no, please. Continue your senseless arguments.
Okay. Well, then now I don't feel like talking.
You know,
So,
you,
way to ruin the
you
mood.
can call it a senseless
Say, like-
argument if you want, but you know this is a kind of important conversation to us. So maybe
No,
for those
no,
of
he's
that actually
right.
matter in the
Hold on.
conversation should be the ones that are talking, and not outsiders who have no context as to what the fuck we're talking
You know
about.
what?
How
You know what,
did you
Payne?
become a bow?
Calypso wanted me to.
Certainly wasn't
Big-
from your...
Well,
I'm
either
so
way-
sorry that the truth hurts.
Well, you know what? I think he does have a point. Maybe I should just suck it up, Buttercup, as the bows usually like to say.
That is not what the bows usually like to say. You
I'll,
are speaking for them, and Joust. No, that's exactly the kind of shit that my father would say to me, and I'm not gonna have that perpetuate here. No.
Oh, and to answer your conversation, Payne, I do not know your mother's name. I don't know anything about her.
I wasn't talking about my mother. I was talking about.
Well, yes,
I
I'm
was-
just saying you asked about potential outs, but I searched my memory
I was
bank.
talking about William's mother.
Yes, tomato, right?
No,
Oh boy, well my
They-
memory bank.
they should be different mothers, right?
Joust shrugs. It's not in my memory.
Can I make a history check at disadvantage on that?
For what?
To know the William family tree? Like-
To know the Morrison family
That
tree.
is literally an impossible task. You know nothing of that.
Can
Yeah.
I make a history check on that just to make sure that mine is correct?
Just like I don't know.
What, the
They
fact
didn't
that you
put
have
that
no
in my
memory of your
program.
mother? Sure.
The fact that I could ascertain that my mother and William's mother are two different people.
I don't think you need
Just-
a roll to determine that.
Joust
Okay,
thinks about it.
cool.
He's like, listen, I don't know, so if I don't know a name, I can't think of anything like that. And once again, I'm put in an impasse. But either way, I'll
Look,
figure it out.
Joust. You follow me on this plan of mine, okay?
At this
Right.
point, Death was just sort of like leaning against the starboard side of the ship, just hand on his chin, just watching.
And I'm just going to flop down on this side of the ship, staring him down.
So,
All
so
right.
Joust, hear me out, yeah?
All right, make it quick. He's giving me the creeps.
Yeah, he's kind of being a nosy Nancy at this point.
I think he just likes
Kind of my
smelling his
job.
thumb. I think he just likes smelling his thumb that he sticks way up his ass. That's why his raps are all kind of dark, right?
And you like to
Oh,
stick
right.
your thumb in the
Gross.
brain that doesn't exist.
Good luck finding it. I don't know where it is. Haha. It's just
I'm
like,
sorry, were we talking to you? Yeah, I didn't think so. The adults are talking. Shut up. Thank you.
also, I don't want to fight you, but if you're gonna beat me up, at least crunch my
Joust,
chest in
Joust.
first.
Come on.
I
Okay,
don't
so-
fight.
So here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Here's what I'm
Yes,
thinking.
what?
Congeno gave us quite the boon for a potential vacation later. Yeah.
Suppose, yes.
What if we tried to get William in there? What if we got together to try and get him over to this Artificny land?
Listen, I don't know what kind of Congiorno does with child labor, but I don't trust him there as opposed to Fallen Fire. It's just like, I don't know.
Would you
I
rather
res-
trust somebody who basically has his own grievances with the gods and owns his own fucking shit and basically his own empire?
Listen, I respect Congiorno. I have no idea what kind of dad he is, alright? But listen, we've got more important
He's gotta be a
things to do.
better dad than Hephaestus, let's be real.
It's better than either way.
And
But-
that's a very low
But
bar.
Bo
I
is
know.
right. If I'm gonna be a hero, I should deal with my problems, and I'm dealing with them, and I'll
Look,
talk with William
yes,
later.
yes, but
Hey,
here's the
Bo.
goal that I'm working towards, yeah?
Mm.
Yes.
Hey, Bo, want to give these two privacy? Me and you could talk elsewhere.
You know what? I'll just make a dome. Don't worry about it.
You
Either
could
way.
probably still hear from the dome anyway.
Not if I put it out. Either way, but
Look,
I
let
maybe
me
should just.
let me
I should
let me
just
just
talk
tell you the
about-
plan that I have in mind, and I want you to be a part of it, yeah?
Fine. After all, I'm good with keeping up with your plans, right, Payne? Since you seem to have all these other plans. One with Tora, one with Payne,
What?
you know, all these other people. You just always keep me out.
This is not getting anywhere.
Alright.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just going to head into the.
Look.
Oh, was he hiding in the fucking dining room?
Yep.
Okay.
It's just been sitting there waiting for you guys to eat. I'm just saying,
Jones,
Payne,
Joes, you,
all I know is I need to have one grievance. I don't know what your problem is with me, but I'm getting really tired of it.
what are you talking about?
I just saying you've been ragging on me forever, and I've been nothing but nice to you. Now the moment I start giving a grievance or saying, hey, maybe I want to do this, you say, oh, you got to do exactly what the group does. Don't go off and do things by yourself, Joust. Stick with what you know.
Because you kind of been going by yourself, doing things that you
I'm-
probably shouldn't.
I'm just oh yes, and yes. What let's let the rope wind up the toy rope and let it fall behind everybody. I'm trying to be me, and you just always want to get your pies in my pie, your thumb in my pies here over here, Payne. Listen, I get it. You're trying to look out for me, but I'm an idiot. Let me be an idiot. I'm alive. I'm free. Let me be free. And then maybe I could feel good about myself, Payne.
Okay, you're losing me here because I have no idea where this is coming from. I don't know what it is that you
The first
Talking
time
about-
I met you, you treated me like dirt. And throughout the whole time, I've been trying to be nice to you every chance. And you always make fun of me or belittle me. And I'm just wondering, what's your deal with me, man?
I thought we already went through
No,
this.
I never understood why you never liked me. That's one thing that I've always wondered. And now since you're buddy with Tora, everything's all, oh, you better be nice to him. And Tora's been nice. And now since like, what, you've been, I don't know, what you just suddenly Tora made you feel nicer to me? I don't even understand what's going on between the two of you.
You seriously haven't figured it out.
No, what? What, are you dating him or something?
Yes.
Oh! Well, that makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. Oh, get it. Okay, so he is the better half, and you're trying to be a better person for it, and I'm the asshole now. Wow. Oh my goodness. Boy, I feel terrible about that, Pain. I apologize.
It's fine. Look,
No, it really isn't.
hey,
There-
you and I are brothers. Like you said. We're gonna butt heads every once in a while. It happens.
I wish I felt that pain. I'm still just trying to figure out what it means to be alive, really. And family.
Well, what would
They
William say to you?
die. They died and came back because of me. After all, I couldn't hold on to that one guy. And you blamed me for it, and I still think about it every second.
I'm sorry for blaming you. It really was not your fault. You were trying to do the best that you could.
And yet,
And
that's when and there guys in the problem. The best that I could doesn't ever seem to be enough. And I don't know how to get any better, Payne. I just don't. I don't know how you humans do it. At least when I was a machine, up, follow orders, kill that person, obey fallen fire. Like, it was normal, it was simple, it was rudimentary. Now it's just emotions and so much pain and sadness, but
welcome to being
happiness
alive.
too. I'm just wondering if there's a sunset for old Joust at the end of this.
There will be. Just,
Yes, I suppose so.
no, there
Yeah.
will. Joust.
Yes.
Trust me.
I guess, judging from how I age, apparently, I seem to last a lot longer than the rest of you.
Joust. You know, I'm trying not to become like my father in terms of, how especially how I treat you.
Right, of course. No, you treat me like I'm alive. It's just every now and then you make fun of every damn decision I've tried to make, which is kind of getting on my nerves sometimes.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
genuinely
alright.
am.
Okay, well, there we go. Now we can move on from it. Yeah.
My point is that no matter what I did for my father, it was never enough. Because the bar would always be moved, the goalpost would always be moved.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, human society kind of does that a lot. Really? And it's bullshit.
Yes. It's probably because of this division of gods and power and all that. And
It's a lot of factors, but you're not entirely wrong on
I'm just
part
saying,
of
my
that.
dream is to let it all burn and start from the bottom. Just a new world of fire. Eat the rich, distribute wealth, all that. Yeah.
Look, you're not wrong on that last part. Eat the rich, absolutely. My thing is that, you're a lot more alive than other Gearforged.
I am the only one alive in Fine. Whereas there are
I mean,
so
there's
many
Vienna,
people. Yes,
literally from
on
you.
not on this plane. I've looked every town, every city for just another one of me. It's driving me batty. It's like, oh hey, if you I was it's like I'm a literally walking stone statue and I keep walking seeing a stone statue and it's just a stone statue. I miss Vienna. I miss the normality it made me feel to see someone so perfect and different at the same time, but still me. That we could be two of a kind. And now I'm just a one and done chump over here. I mean, look at me. I dress like a fucking fool as he like takes off his hat. Like, I mean, I'm like a pimp. I dress like a goddamn pimp. As he throws down his hat. Like,
I mean, you're the
whatever,
only one that can really pull it off.
I guess. I'm just saying, like, I can't be like humans. I can't be like you or Laffy or humanity. I'm just this weird dude.
Maybe that's all you really need to be.
I know. I should be me, but being me is hard.
Yeah, it is. But you know,
Like, I just wish people could be like Gearforge could be like me. Like, they could awaken. Imagine that, like a whole new race awakening and walking, stepping into the sun.
maybe one day, but you need to learn to be happy with yourself. And
Uh,
I know that's easier said than done, but
yes, as they seem to say in in most around there, it seems that to one knows the greatest battle is knowing yourself, I suppose. But either way, I guess it's good to get those grievances off. I'm just gonna stand here now and go to sleep. Payne, you look tired too. Why don't you Oh, but I didn't say this before. Congratulations. I'm glad that you found someone who thinks of you as I know how special you are, Payne.
yeah.
And remember,
Remember what?
always use protection, Payne. See, like,
Joust!
as Joust thinks about it, he's like, I don't know what that means, but everyone always says that. That's
Look,
always
you
around
don't
the-
have to worry about that, and even then, we're not even to that point, so...
It's
Well,
okay. It's okay. He keeps
Really?
his knife
Because
on him.
you see, Joust is like, really? Because I have some educational literature that would be very informative for you.
No,
You can
no,
you can
I
borrow this
appreciate
one.
the- I appreciate
This
the
one has
gesture, but
picture.
no,
You
As
sure?
we just
Okay.
pan away from this conversation.
You sure? I don't even need them back. Keep them.
Joust, it's perfectly fine, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, just panning off.
Oh, it's a shame Malafi went to bed.
Be ashamed of anyone. This guy showed up.
Help.
Came to get him.
Help!
All right. So
delicious kobold food.
Yummy.
I no longer have any delusion of not turning over Galleas to you all. I need a way to get those who are not welcome in normal society out. I have a way to do it, but it's only if I'm right about my assumption on Galleas.
That's so.
Because I'm sure you already know what we believe is waiting for us there, considering you've been eavesdropping all night.
That bulbous pirate with that bulbous assistant giving him power.
It's more than that. But if we manage to take down the one who gave him power, we can use it to scare the others away. Because something worse comes if the one who gave him power is killed. Luckily, I don't think anyone in Galleas knows that what we're planning to do in Galleas. More to Galleas. So it would definitely give them a reason to find to find housing elsewhere, even if it's just at sea for a few months. They won't come back to Galleas. Not until it's either destroyed or until you guys have taken over.
As soon as the Shogun gets word that you have planted our flag down, sending his forces.
Do you have a flag? with you because the Shogun forgot to give me his.
See him pull this band from his waistcoat. It looked like a knotted up piece of sash, but it turned out to the Storm King's flag. More of a symbolic gesture than actual physical mock piece. Get a proper flag up there later.
I figured once the pirates flee, I was going to send a message, or, well, a sending spell to him, but if you're here, then I have a feeling you're going to be the messenger, aren't you?
That's correct. As soon as I hear of the good news here, I will be back to the Hollow Highlands to finish my work.
We're heading in the same direction, then. This is just a detour to make sure that we can leave Galleas safely. But we do plan to go to the Hollow Highlands next, so I guess you'll be traveling with us for a while then.
No. I am simply an observer. Once that is done, I will be immediately going back.
As will we.
Immediately. The dawn.
Yeah, well, I guess that's where our paths change.
I'll be gathering what spies and scouts I have from Volton. Trying to break out more of my people. Lucky I will be able to find which direction family in.
Your father could help, but I know you're not interested in asking him.
My father is what he always will be. Stubborn.
And I assume you're saying you've moved on from him.
He moved on from us 80 years ago, why shouldn't I?
Good question. Then why are you trying to prove yourself to him?
I want to show him what he never did. What he never could do. And when all that he wants is freed, and everything he could have ever asked for in his exile, only then will I take it away from him.
Oh.
Talk about petty issues.
With a name like Deathbow, I can only assume that means a few things, but I'm going to assume you don't mean your family. You're trying to take his goals away from him. You're trying to beat him to every punch that he couldn't throw. Am I correct?
"80 years is a long time to think. A long time to wonder about all the what ifs. Oh, what if I didn't exile myself? What if I did go rescue my family? What if I did this and that and the next thing and the next thing? Meanwhile, I was in the pit of it all, suffering along with my family, taking the shots just like the rest of them.
You know he didn't know. Right?
It's through willful ignorance that he didn't know. He could have gone back at any time, but no. He let tradition stop him. His tradition was more to anything than his family. Or else he would have come back. No exile would have ever stopped me.
Yet here you are, on a ship heading in the opposite direction from your goal.
Our goals happen to be parallel at the moment. You are building your crew to fight your gods, and I am building mine. That is how we do things.
Yes, but you don't do it alone. Do you think you could kill a god?
I'm killing giants. I do not dare to face Gaia.
He does. So how are you going to beat him to that punch? Oh, yeah.
Defo didn't know the plan until just now.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
boy.
Then he is a fool.
Plans to face Gaia?
And free everyone. Believe me, when he first told me, I thought he sounded ridiculous too.
While he's still wearing a mask over his head, you do a bit of strain in his thought. Why? At that point in Uthadorn, he'll have everything he wanted. Why continue on?
So it never happens again.
So long as there's one god standing, it will continue again and again. Is he going to fight them all?
We haven't made any plans to pass the two, but who knows?
Why stop at one? Why not collect the whole set while we're at it?
Let's go! Collect them all like Pokemon.
Jesus.
A god is a god, but even the gods had trouble fighting it. What was once pure chaos. Which is kind of what we are, because we have plans. Our plans don't involve anyone else but ourselves, and to the gods it seems like utter nonsense and bad jokes. Until it happens.
Four idiots with a plan.
It's up to you if you want to help, but
At this point,
if you'd
you're
pref-
helping me, not the other way around.
well, considering our plan is kind of your plan, but ours is going farther, it'd be you helping us.
Agree to disagree.
And why should I do that?
Because if you want to be the one to kill Gaia and beat your father to the punch, you're going to need to know where the Comet Forge is.
Very presumptuous to assume that I want to beat my father to everything he ever failed at accomplishing. We're past that now. He's had his chances to prove himself, and he hasn't.
Yes.
Whether we assist each other or not, my family will be free. My mother will be free of Elias's grasp.
May I ask, I know this is hard, but may I ask about your time while you were in prison? I would like to know more about you. He speaks so highly of you, and he's prouder than ever of you. And I know he feels disgust at what he's actually done to hurt you, and I might be able to show him the pain that you've suffered if you would let me.
Dense down. Nearly a century. Lashes of broken bones, of chains around your arms and legs.
As he's describing this, I cast Detect Thoughts.
Ooh.
So I can actually get a visual representation of what he is picturing, what he's remembering.
Those surface thoughts, yeah. Ooh, spicy.
You see vivid images of a terrible day. See the large figures of giants. See hands swatting at furbolgs as they go limp against the tree lines, dead on the spot. Whoever isn't killed is grabbed, restraint, held down. See family of furbolgs as all seem to be gathered around this chasm that seems to just go down and down endlessly. This fiery whip at the center of this lays the flesh of slaves. Scars those who are unwilling to carry on with the work. See tears. You're screaming. Begging for it all to just stop. Almost feel the day after day. All just melds together. Every breath almost becomes like torture. You wish you could just hold your breath and let it all stop, but it doesn't stop.
Grana is crying, like fucking sobbing at the pain this man has gone through.
It's
And
one to think of what could possibly happening to family members than it is being there with them through the whole thing. And being incapable of stopping it. So do not tell me my father knows the pain that I've gone through, or that he wishes to make amends for it. There is no amends for that! We will free his family, we will free his wife, and when he has everything he ever wanted in the 80 years of his exile, I will kill him!
May I?
For all the years he wasn't there.
May I? Would you allow me to use some magic on you?
No.
So I can at least show him what you have gone through. As you wish.
I would rather him wonder all of his years what the pain feels like.
Drana gets up.
Because that is all he ever lived. He doesn't deserve the pain. It would be too easy.
If this is how you truly feel, if you really want your father, if you really want to kill him,
I could have done so a long time ago.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm telling you, he's going to fight back, and I'm just
we will
warning
see who's
you.
the better one. Whose fist has been honed better. A fist of exile. Or a fist of death. We will get there when we get there, but for now, plant your flags, gather your troops.
And I'm not going to breathe a word of this to him.
Do what you will at this point.
Drana stands. Thank you for talking with me. And thank you for giving me all the insight that you could. I'm sorry that you've suffered for so long. You've suffered longer than my lifespan could ever be. So, I will plant my flags, I will gather my troops, and I will do what I can. But your father's going to be traveling with me till then.
Sure, if he knows I'm here, he'll have plenty to say himself.
Absolutely. Drana stands and walks out.
Can I just say one thing? That sounds like the most metal kung fu movie, The Fist of Death or The Fist of Exile. Like, oh, fuck. Like,
Right?
that sounds metal as fuck.
Thank you, I've been thinking about this for a while.
Hell yeah. Just the rain coming down like Sekiro, like just the one hit and like one
I was
hit.
thinking Sekiro the whole time.
Just that one, just the death symbol
Wolf and Owl.
of him. Like,
Ooh,
oh,
boy.
oh
Okay, anyway.
shit.
So,
Damn.
Fucking Deathbow's going to Akuma Alafi.
I was gonna try.
Alright.
Payne has gone down over to where Tor is at.
He has a book in his hand? No, I'm joking.
Okay, where was the conversation being held? Just so I'm not like.
I'm
planting
on the
myself
top
somewhere
of
in
the
middle.
mountain.
This was
I'm
top
at the
deck
top.
conversations, a kitchen on the top deck.
and Jess is just like staring out, like blankly, silently sleeping, like at the deck, just his head rotating around.
Before we move on, can I sneak in the kobold's room and just pull a memory out of one of them and then have a bite to eat?
If you want, there's about 6 of them in one room. Others are sort of like lounging in their own spaces. You like back to backs, like leaning against each other, sleeping.
Is what's his name still up in the crow's nest? Yes, he is.
Squeaky, yeah,
Oh.
he's totally up in the crow's nest.
Okay,
Oh, God,
then I'm just
no.
gonna sneak up on him and then.
All right, I mean he's keeping a watchful eye out for everybody, so give me a stealth check.
I hope I don't lose the memory on what I'm looking for.
To be clear, I am not currently in my armor due to the fact that, like, I was probably sleeping when I got hungry.
Sure.
It's not like it matters. I'm just not wearing my armor.
Mm-hmm. Stealth
Yeah.
check.
Well, we also said it was mithril, so not like it matters.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just don't bite him too hard. You'll know the noise it
5.
makes. Oh no.
All right, so I sneak up here, but then I fall flat on my face once I get to the crow's nest.
You sort of like climb up the crow's nest, but as you do, you're like your short stature forces you to like flip over and just boom, boom, boom.
Sorry to bother you.
You're not land. It's
I
very
would
late.
hope
What you
not.
doing up here?
Quiet place to think.
It's very windy up here. I wouldn't call it quiet.
Better than snoring.
Suit yourself.
Yep, and I'm going to sit next to him, and yeah, I'll wait till the conversation since I failed my stealth check. So, continue.
Just take a bite out. Just take a bite out of that spinal fluid.
I'm not going to bite him.
Yum yum yum.
I mean,
Cerebrospinal
VIPs are free to
fluid.
walk wherever they please, so. Good do you.
So I'm gonna wait up here and then for a bit and just chill with him. Although eventually I'm going to ask him, what's the scariest thing you've seen up in these skies?
Did a lot of scary things. One time a little pigeon scared me. It popped out of nowhere! I didn't see it coming! It smacked me right in the face!
I have tickles for every time I've been scared.
Well,
There's once a flock of ravens that flew by, gave me creepy vibes. A swarm of sprites tried making signal patterns faking our destination. Almost crashed into a tree that time, yeah? There was a chimera and a manticore fighting midair.
may I show you a magic trick?
I probably shouldn't. I need to be keeping eye on the horizon.
All right. So I'm going to walk up behind him and cast encode thoughts on him.
Oh, you're gonna literally pull out his memory.
Encode thoughts. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's like a Ravnica spell.
Yep. And I'm going to slip up the memory of the pigeon.
Yeah,
The pigeon that spooked him.
Yeah, you literally pull out a memory and just freak.
Welcome to how dream vampires eat.
No.
Yeah, you pulled strand of memory out from poor old Squeaky the Kobold.
Yeah, and cast the spell while holding the thought strands, instantly receive whatever memory idea or thought. Just like,
Kind of spooky.
Yep.
There you are, clear blue skies, just flying across the air, and then suddenly just pop.
Yep, that's a memory I stole from him. And I'm just going to basically fall asleep up here. That's all I'm going to do.
Fair
I'm
enough.
well fed.
just slurp it up like spaghetti.
Exactly.
I believe we had Payne and Tora wanted something.
Actually,
Yeah.
curly straw.
Curly
Don't
straw.
do
Curly straw!
Nice crazy
Yep.
straw.
Oh yeah, is that what you used to pull out? Just
Yes!
Yeah.
Curly straw!
it's canon.
So I'm heading downstairs. I see
Yep.
Tora, and Payne is immediately like, "So he's figured it out."
Oh, has he?
He has.
Now, did he figure it out, or did you have to spell it out?
He asked me a yes or no question.
I'm not sure you just answered me.
He asked if we were a thing, and I said yes.
Well, okay. I'm impressed. Thought the boy would take a few centuries. Okay.
I thought he would at least take a few months. You think so low of him? I thought I was mean.
No, I think very highly of him.
Think so highly of him that you thought that he would actually figure this out in like a century or two.
Yes, because look at how long we've been trying to convince him that he is a valid living being.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes he is as dense as the metal he's made of.
Yeah. I feel like a Laffy would get through to him. He seems to have a way with words.
No, possibly. Laffy's smart about these things.
Maybe we can have him chat in the morning. Check up on him, see how he's doing. He was, not well.
Not well.
Felt like he was being left behind. He wasn't living up to his potential, that he's abnormal. Doesn't like the fact that he has all this abnormalcy about him, all that stuff. I know.
We've got a goblin, vampire, pirate queen on board.
Mm-hmm.
We've got we've got a man who was once dead and is now a Dhampir.
Hi.
We've got someone who is literally chatting to death in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's me. We're all fucking abnormal. That's the great thing about it.
Yeah. It's easier said than done for him to actually, see that. I'm trying really hard not to, be like my father and just tell him how he should feel.
I'm sure it's frustrating, but unfortunately, he's probably going to have to figure things out for himself.
Yeah. So what about you? What are you working on right now?
Well, hopefully, I can eventually figure out how we can turn tables a little bit and do a little bit of spying ourselves.
Thinking of doing some scrying?
What the mirror for was, that's what the mirror was for. But it's probably going to take me a while to figure out how to formulate that.
You'll figure it out. You're an arcane genius. I give you less than a month.
Well, good to know I have your faith.
So, I guess since now the whole party knows, you don't have to fucking hold back on the whole, flirting thing, I guess.
I don't have to hold back.
I don't know.
Those are your words. Oh.
What? What I do?
I'm going to have fun, and I'm sorry for that.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're not sorry for any of this. You know what's the worst part?
What?
It's that I'm okay with you not being sorry about it.
Well, now I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Not that I wasn't before, but this just adds such a good layer.
Just don't go too far, okay? I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, and I certainly don't want to, crawl into a hole and die. Again.
I mean, it didn't stop you the first time.
No, but, dying is kind of not a fun experience, so let's try and avoid that, shall we?
Yeah, sure. I will avoid attempting to kill you.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. They didn't exactly tell us about our sleeping arrangements, now did they?
It's a courier ship. I presume the crew all have their own spots, and well, the VIPs get the VIP treatment of whatever's left.
Which of whatever's left would be most comfortable for us, is the question.
This ship is usually designed for crates and cargo. Comfort might not be available.
Au contraire. There's one thing I've learned in my years of being stricken with vampirism. It's that we can basically go in anywhere. If it fits, we sits.
Are you applying cat logic now?
Basically, yes. Listen, all I'm saying is that you find a box, it can be strangely comfortable. Just gotta find the right
You know, I
box.
thought you were trying to avoid vampire cliches.
I'm trying to avoid going inside a coffin. That's a completely different story.
That's still a box.
Still a box, but a box specifically for the dead. I'm talking,
Now, any box can be for the dead if you try.
Let's hope we don't find a dead body in here.
No, people ship weird shit.
True. Like, we don't happen to have any, remains or anything like that, would we? Just while we're in the cargo hold? I take that as a no.
Who are you talking to?
I was
There's
just
one
talking
cobalt
to
that
the
says,
general,
"Shut
like, the freaking, like, two that were right here.
They're sleeping.
Yeah, there's a
I'll
dead
take
body
the
that
sleeping
was
as
in
a
the
no.
car.
They're back
that
to
says
back with their
playing it.
heads like tilted down and little snot bubbles coming out of their noses.
Oh.
Well, the box is up. Hey, I'm a dead corpse. I'm trying to sleep here, man. Hey, listen, if you're gonna bone, do it somewhere else. And just like close it back up. Dude, get out of here with that.
Oh.
Hey man, your stiff and my stiff seems to be two different ones, so why don't you get going here?
Come on. Hey, man,
So,
listen.
yeah, where exactly do you want to bed down, Tora?
Well, if we can find some form of privacy, that would be fine. Or did you want to start searching the boxes, hoping to find a bone?
Don't tempt me.
Trying to find the
I'm
bones.
not done anything. I am.
Don't tell me we're gonna find the
We'll
Titanic.
go with your first idea. How about that, yeah?
I'm going to presume accommodations pretty much consist of horizontal surfaces or vertical surfaces to lean against.
You see across the cabin, like there's doors over here that say VIP on them, but when you go to investigate, you see like kobolds bunking together in the beds, and as you open the door, one is like, "Didn't know you were using this."
We didn't either.
And then back to bed.
Yep, have a good night. I feel bad for bugging them, honestly.
As kobolds have
probably
taken the VIP rooms.
They probably don't get many VIPs on board, so they've taken whatever.
Fair.
We can rough it for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deep below deck is just essentially where Alafia is, just this empty cabin of just no cargo.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna see the Titanic thing where they find a model car to lay in, you know.
This isn't our first boat ride.
So, downstairs then?
Downstairs.
Alright.
You could help him pitch a tent.
Heyo.
Bazinga.
Just sits up against the wall and just
Yeah, it's some effort to get cozy for the night.
yeah.
I'll have some bedrolls for like as you place them out, and you both sort of like lean into each other as you fall asleep.
King gives Tora a little peck on the cheek for hitting the hay.
All right, everybody get their long rest. That was good.
Hooray!
Yay!
Hooray!
Yay!
Adorkable.
Hooray! Emotional damage.
And Luffy doesn't feel any different. Woo!
Good for
I
you,
can
buddy.
Move. I can move a mass.
For some reason, you just kept sneezing.
I don't know why.
Don't
But I
sleep.
miss my son. As you think about it.
Casual
sure the first
conversation
thing-
with death, you know.
I'm sure the first thing that he sees is just a freaking like cute couple just sleeping over here. Tora wide awake, Pain still asleep.
It is bright and early as from above deck you can hear orders getting barked out as they're prepping the ship for more of the voyage. For you in the VIP rooms do not not take those when we have VIP. Sorry. It was so comfy.
The bed with actual backwards. No.
Trust me, you understand. I have bad sciatica.
Oh, bad sciatica, you.
They're really loud.
Yeah. We should regroup with the others.
Okay. Help me out.
Drana comes sliding down the crow's nest on a rope. Wow, what the hell? Crow's nest is so fun physics-wise.
Yeah, Joust has just been standing there, like, staring at the sunrise, like, coming up, like, eyes burning. Oh, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Hey.
Come on.
Oh,
Captain on
by the
deck.
way. Yeah. Salutes.
Good first day for you all.
Yes.
All
Just
right.
a little bit of venting.
Where we're going, we're gonna have lots of air to get let loose. Now we begin the ascension up. Don't worry, you won't have to hold on to anything. It's a nice and slow process.
Are we gonna break wind?
Oh, you bet we are.
Thank you for getting my joke. I'm not exactly the funniest person here.
No, not really.
Thank you.
But yes, given the rate we are going, we would be traveling to the upper regions of the troposphere. So about 12 to 18 kilometers up.
Whatever floats this boat, I suppose.
Right. If we get to the stratosphere, we would all slowly asphyxiate.
Right. No.
Right.
So not that
Oh,
high.
don't do that now, and we'll get
Well,
to
they
your,
would. I'd be fine. It just looks at him. No, I'd be fine.
We'll get to your destination in no time.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Captain. So, everyone, I hope you're all feeling better. Oh, by the way, Alafi, your son's here.
Immediate. Going from like, nice chill morning to
Sip my coffee.
face brightens up. Where?
I don't know. He was here last night and he made fun of me. Says I was
Yeah,
a
that
whiny
makes
little
sense.
bitch or something, right, Payne? Something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that, yeah.
Yeah. All
When
I
you're
know
learning
is,
how to emotion, that's fine. You'll figure it out.
I don't know. I feel like I aged 10, 20 years yesterday. I feel terrible.
Yeah, it was
You know-
weird. You're still gonna figure it
Yeah.
out. Let's not worry about it too much.
Just a
Where
little
is
rusty. You're fine.
he? Someone's got to know where he is, right? Come on.
I don't know. Check maybe the cabin over there?
He wasn't below deck.
Shoot. Is he in there?
Yeah. Kill Bill. Just like.
The weirdest Kill Bill scene where one is like super happy, the other one's like hyper pissed.
Just slowly him wind up a fist and you're coming in for a hug.
Exactly.
I was expecting at least a few minutes of small. And
My baby boy.
Good morning. It's wonderful to see you. I'll just sit. Six days of travel with nothing to do but talk.
Ah, Jesus.
oh,
I hope you don't mind my excitement.
all right. Get out.
Our family's held at Numbledore, right?
With the door,
The door.
not Dumbledore.
Baltimore.
Numbledore? Uthadurn is a different place, from what I remember.
Right, Uther. Yes. Last I was there.
Okay. Good to know. Travels are likely going to be taking us there after we're done in Galleas. And when I say likely, I mean definitely.
I hope you get to them in time then.
Yeah. Same.
Awkward.
You remember that companion I had? The dwarf? The ghost? You saw him briefly when we had a little fight the other day, right?
Yes, and I knocked your lights out.
Oh, yes, you did. Very well done. He, I guess he died again, kind of.
Oh.
Olaf is gonna, brush his hair to the side of it and say, yeah, I had a bad time. I was dead for a bit.
Shame.
Guess he got better.
I've been given a second chance to do everything I never did.
That's how you want to justify it.
Mhm. Nothing you want to say? No stories to tell? You've rescued so many furbolgs already. I'm sure you have some tales of heroics.
No. No heroics, no pageantries. Just get in, do the mission, get out. No fighting giants, there was no cracking of the stone against my fists against the walls of their flesh.
You must have killed giants before, though, right?
Not as many as I would have liked to.
I've had the pleasure of watching a fire giant die. Some dignitary going to falling fire when we were ambushed by some not so friendly vampires. Then there was a time where we ambushed 3 sleeping hill giants. They didn't get to wake up.
And
With
your
stone
point?
giant. I'm trying to connect.
Cool.
To be very specific, I missed 80 years of spending time with you and the rest of the family. I want to make up that time.
You think now is the time to exchange pleasant stories with one another?
I wouldn't call stories of killing pleasant.
Right, because it's not.
Mhm.
So why are you smiling when you say it?
Mostly because I'm telling you.
I thought I was the son.
You used to smile at me a bunch too. Long ago.
Yes, when I was showing you a cool stick or a new move I learned. Now you're coming to me like, oh, hey, son, check out these cool giants that I slayed. Isn't that awesome?
I was just looking for a starting point, but okay.
You simply care about my presence, then here I am. You're simply happy to see me, then here I am. Don't think that means I get to be all nice and pleasant. What? No witty remarks? No frivolous tales
Why'd
of
you
how
give
happy
me
you are to
these?
see me?
Why'd you give me these hand wraps?
Because I was done
They've been
spilling.
invaluable.
Because I was done spilling blood.
Hmm.
At this point, all I want is one thing. That won't require blood on my hands. Let everything work right.
Okay.
But you have a lot more blood to spill.
How much do you know? How much has the your information network gotten you? If you want to talk more business, I suppose that's more your style now.
It's told me enough. You're fighting with Galleas, you're fighting with gods. All gods, if you but brave and bold.
I feel like we don't need to fight them all. Some of them might understand our plight. But that's for the future to determine, and I just have to get there. There's one specific one. Grasgar. Promised to a now dead friend that I need to uphold. Taking him out on the way to Guy is probably going to be the easiest way to do it, I think.
So you do intend to take down Gaia?
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
It's alright. Your goblin friend said as much.
Oh, so you already know. Okay. How much? Comet Forge? Looking for recognition on his face.
Or just shrugs.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Can't tell if you either don't care, or know and don't care, or don't know and don't care. I get the feeling it's the same either way. Yes. It's a bold plan. Got some folks with some fairly godly powers over there pointing over his shoulder. The rest of the crew.
But you plan to go for Grasgar first.
I'm thinking that'll be the best way to get Guy's attention.
That will give my group enough of an opening to reach the slave pens and free our family. They'll be too focused on you to focus on their chattel.
It's a deal then.
It was the plan from the start.
So I'll still be helping in some way. It's much more... I couldn't have anyone I would trust more to hold your job. Thank you. Oh, Elafi's smiling huge again. We have a plan. place is too small. I feel like I could run for hours now. Brimming with hope.
The plan at the very end that you will save Mother. So I need you
Yes.
alive.
I get the feeling, all things despite Gaia's power, eliminating Galleas is going to be more difficult. Maybe not necessarily as life-threatening, but we'll have to see.
Yes, a lord
There's
is
a lot of
far
tales
step
to be
away from
told.
a god. How do you think you will do it?
Killing gods?
Gonna punch him really hard.
Oh, I doubt I will be the one dealing most of the damage. I just need to not die long enough to make sure the other ones can get the job done. I also made a deal with a different friend. They might give me some potent force of my own. You made a deal with a powerful entity, I figure, I'll follow your footsteps and do the same.
So then what? My brothers
Once
and
it's all said and
sisters will
done?
be safe. My mother will be safe, and then what?
It'll depend on them. They all might be as angry at me as you are. I wouldn't even be able to blame them. Pains me to think what they could exile me again. Probably wouldn't listen this time, though. Past experiences taught me that doesn't work. I guess I'll have to fight tooth and nail to be part of their lives again. That seems like the right thing to do now. Best to learn from past mistakes, right?
And what if you couldn't?
Nah, I won't entertain that thought. Because I'll just keep on trying. I'll always hold on to that hope. And besides, the deal I made might make my life rather short anyway, so we'll have to see. You want to see what I can do? It's like the tiniest thing, but it's I think it's cool. Just staring, not saying anything.
You want a beer?
He sort of just gives you that really. It's like Goofy trying to show Max some cool tricks he's learned.
And then
Maxie, would you like me to open
little
that
mage
stew
hand.
with my teeth?
Hey Maxie, I got this cool little mage hand. Pretty neat,
Dad,
huh?
I'm 27.
I
Yes.
lost 2 spectral hands to gain a different type of spectral hand.
Ooh.
I also have the ability to make this invisible thing do what I want. It's really weird. I have magic now.
Yes, I knew you came from the circus.
The juggling is entirely different, thank you.
It's the same to me.
I have other tricks too. If you ever wanted to spar, we could, well, I bet you'd be a really neat fight. Then it'd be like old days. Remember when you were getting older? 35, 40-ish? I was really getting into your training? Oh, good times. You were learning so fast then. You evidently learned strong enough to beat me. Also, this is just day one. There's like 6 more days of this. I kind of apologize in advance, but evidently you're feeling weird about this whole thing, and that's fine. I'll give you some space for now, but I will definitely come talk to you later. And I don't apologize for my excitement. Because I'm allowed to have that. Just the same way you're allowed to have the feelings you feel for me.
Luffy, what's your passive insight?
Observant feat also increases passive insight, so it would be 24.
24.
Jesus. No wonder you're a goddamn therapist, Alafi. Jesus Christ. I can see what you're feeling. Tell me about your Faja.
It's like consulting with an inconsolable death wish. You can see the baffled look beneath the mask of just like, how could you possibly talk this way to someone who wishes you dead?
I guess I'll just have to keep confusing him then.
It's literally having a beer with the Grim Reaper, and he's like, I'm going to kill you. He's like, yeah, but we can be cordial about it, bro.
Yeah, but I'm already friends with Death, so you're like super Death. We got a whole new layer to unravel here.
Oh yeah, there's a whole thing that's gonna happen later.
This is fucking weird. Yeah, so anyway...
Go.
What's that?
How did it go?
Oh, excellent.
Right.
Oh.
I'm just saying, you know what they say, 80 years of not spanking your child, it really leads to them lashing out, I suppose.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jeez. It's a really bad joke.
I had corporal punishment as a child. Shit doesn't change at all.
I'm just saying.
And he didn't turn out right, so yeah, I know I didn't do that.
No, of course not.
No, I only fight him if he wants to fight.
I wasn't there for him, so I totally didn't cause that.
Listen, just because I was
I was
gone
with
for
the
80
kid
years...
till he was 40. He should have been able to take care of himself just fine.
Listen, alright, well, either way, I'm just saying, I get why he's mad. He doesn't have to be rude to me because I was having an off day. I'm just saying, I get it. He's a
Like, he was being rude
no-nonsense...
to you?
He was kind of being an ass.
He basically is mostly wah, suck it up, Buttercup, and I'm like, I get it, but I all I'm saying is I've been feeling down because you guys are all super amazing, and I'm just a guy that's a robot.
What?
You know, it's weird. Like I should feel unique and special, but all I feel is ostracized.
Oh, Joust, you're so funny. That's a good one.
Why are we laughing?
What you said, it's so absurd. You're joking, right?
No,
he's
not at
not
all.
joking?
No.
Oh, you are having an off day.
Yeah.
Yes. Basically, now that I am freely...
Which emotion are you figuring out right now?
Contempt for myself.
I don't think it's
You're learning
appropriate, Alafi, to...
pain or hatred? Probably pain.
No, I'm.
No, that's pain.
No, you two.
You can't both be doing it.
You
Yeah, we
okay,
can.
you brothers need to stop doing that. Let's
No.
see.
Technically not my brother, but yes.
Definitely your brother, but we can argue about that some other time. Not at the
Right.
moment.
Gross. Whoa.
I'm joking. I haven't had my morning cup of
Not a
coffee.
funny joke.
Joss
That's
is
not a
like, I
joke.
haven't had my cup of coffee. Gets a cup of coffee, just throws it over the edge. Now, what were we talking about?
That was my cup of coffee.
No, I would keep the mug and just splash it out. Just like, here you go.
I almost want
I
to
was going
jump
to
for that
think
coffee.
Well,
I
Joust,
like-
if you ever want to talk about it or vent whatever feelings you're feeling, just come to me.
Oh no,
Oh.
I took care of it.
He kind of did to me, but I mean, at the same time,
I
maybe
mean,
talking to a lot of
Timing
people
needs to figure out whatever emotion comes up next in your
Yeah.
You
strange
see
brain
Joust
leading
look and
to
narrow
more
his eyes.
fluid.
I took care of it, Pain.
Yeah, so Alafi, maybe, when you get the chance. Not right now, obviously, but
Oh, well, it was pretty simple how to figure it out, actually.
yeah, you only had to figure out that Tora and I were an item.
Oh, no, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. But apparently he's not one for sex education, Alafi.
Oh,
What?
That's not.
They handed these out at the Bard College, and I was curious, so I read up on a few things.
That.
But I don't really
Oh.
understand what the concept is about it.
Nah,
It
those two
seemed-
got nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Think about how
don't
experienced
worry.
Tora is. Tora will teach Payne everything he needs to know.
Mm,
What?
Oh, right.
Huh?
I have to
I'm
warn
just-
you, I'm a very strict teacher.
Right.
What does that mean?
Seems
Yep,
like he
I know.
needs a lot of extra
nice.
credit then. You see like Joust goes for the low five like that kind of like my man.
Just pulls the hood over his face.
Right.
Who's
But either way-
turning red.
I just
But either
very,
way, what is our plan of getting there? Like after the trip, getting there, what's the deal? What's the deal, Banana Peel? I'm trying to figure out how I can logically plan things.
Kill your face. That's basically what I'm
Go
Okay,
looking
but we
for
need-
magical traces, eliminate an ambush, and then kill Yarface.
All
Assuming
right.
that there's an ambush waiting for us, of course.
So
I
we need
think
to
your face is going to be the easy one.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
Agreed.
So we need to see if there's an outline magical effect on that.
Payne's still hiding under his hood.
And
Tora's
Tora,
gonna whisper to your ear through the hood. You gave me the go ahead.
but yes, Tora, I was conferring on potential scrying methods. What is your what's your take on the subject?
Well, I was already preparing for that. I've got the silver
Wonderful.
mirror. I have the
Perfect.
silver mirror. I just need to figure out the spell.
Very well. I can help confer on what findings I have on that and work on different types of scrying effects if you need be. I have apparently the book that I have. I've been able to synthesize research fairly well in my brain. After all, the arcane helps us focus, helps guide my twisted, confused mind into logic and math. After all, that is the answer to all things, math.
I can make a magic hand.
Oh wow! I can't do that. That's so cool. Oh, sick!
I don't think there's any real thought behind this. I kind of just think like, hey, I need some help, and then it happens.
You see,
Okay,
Joust thinks
so-
about it, and you see his hat gets adjusted. And he's like, "Oh wait, no, I can do that. You're right. Yes, I forgot about that. I haven't done it in a while."
Alafi, have you looked into at all of what I mentioned last night? Or yesterday, rather? Regarding...
I didn't end up having a conversation like with him.
Right. I think you need the dream. I
it's
think you need the dream thing
possible
going with that. Right.
I'll have the capacity to do something like that later, from what I was seeing, understanding. Sometimes it's not really words. I get like pictures,
Like feelings.
kind of.
Hmm. Well, if you ever need to send a dream to your like death daddy or whatever you want to call him.
Oh no, I have a very direct connection now. This scar
Ah.
every morning feels a little funny.
Oh. It does look like someone tried to slit your throat.
Yeah,
Looks like someone tried to cut his head off and succeeded.
Hmm.
Captain? Am I supposed to read the clouds?
Read the cloud.
Read the cloud.
Read the.
You're
Okay,
looking
I'm
at
up. I'm looking up now.
as your ship continues to ascend and fly westward. You see these like trails and lines begin to form these like rows of clouds in the middle of the air.
Oh, is someone using Skywrite?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that spell.
I think it's level 2 spell. Our casters in the party should recognize something like that by now.
Arr,
What
Cap,
is that?
it looks like someone is spelling a message.
Can I tell what language it's in?
It is in common.
Ah,
That's
well,
convenient. What does it say?
You have betrayed your mother. And below deck, you see these green beams of light just flash through the ground.
Hit the deck! Oh boy.
Damn.
It's just like, you
As
know
you
what?
see these familiar markings of disintegration burn through the ship.
Oh, fuck.
Yet.
Well, this
And
is
we're gonna have
happening
to see what
fast.
happens next time.
Oh, no, that's so much faster than we expected.
Battle station!
I knew it. I knew it.
well, you know what? At least we know it's her.
Hey, Bob, fuck you, bitch! Hey, you, fuck you, bitch! I got cannons on this thing. We don't have cannons. I don't have cannons, but I'm coming after you.
We'll have to see what's developing here next week on Scheduled Conflicts. In the meantime, though, thank y'all so much for being here. This was a really good session. I had lots of fun with this one.
Yay.
Yeah.
But yeah, all things considered, keep it sweet, everybody. We'll see you next week for some more Scheduled Conflicts. Bye-bye!
Bye.
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 Wow.